Yo, what's up? It's your boy Tig, the realest boy. We got another podcast tonight. I'm sorry I didn't join last week. I had a lot going on last week, but I'm back. I'm back. Tonight's topic is gonna be great topics tonight. We're gonna talk about one thing is men and women, are we the same when it comes to sex? Number two, men leading in relationships. Do women really want men to lead in a relationship? This is gonna be juicy tonight. We're gonna have a lot of topics tonight to get done. We got a lot of people coming on tonight. And I'm ready to get started. Let's get it. We're here. First, I got two guests on right now. First, I'm gonna add. What's going on? What's going on, Tori? What's good?
What's good, everybody? This your girl Tori. Follow me on all social media networks. On Facebook, it's Tori Flowers. On Instagram, it's Tori_naturally. And I think Snapchat is the same. So follow me.
Make sure y'all follow her. She's single too. Y'all blow up a DM. All right, next.
People. Don't
It's
tell
somebody
people
new.
my DMs is closed.
All right, now we got somebody new. What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Debunking coming out to 704. Add me on goddamn TikTok with it. You already know what it is.
Yay, JT!
Hold on, man. I'm a name
What's going
I
on,
appreciate
fam?
you joining.
Right now, I'm outnumbered, so let's hope I'm going to keep it on lock for the ladies.
And you know I'm gonna keep it hot on both sides. You feel me?
We're gonna keep it real tonight.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. How everybody doing today?
Shit, man. I'm just living life. You already know.
I feel it, man. I had me a half day of work today. Needed me.
Keep doing it. I need you to do mine too now that I'm on the podcast, though. Hold on, y'all. I'm at Applebee's with my goddamn peoples playing goddamn music bingo and shit. I thought I was gonna be home by now, but fuck it, we can do it in here. Hell no. I don't work here no more. I might get my job back here, you know what I'm saying? I know, like.
Still at Applebee's.
I ain't saying it like that. I ain't been working here for a while.
I didn't know, my man.
Yeah, you know I got them. Hey, I gotta make changes. I can't stay in one spot for too long.
I feel that. I'm on that transition between working career and being entrepreneur full time. So hopefully by the end of the year or this time next year.
I'm trying to get there myself. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's why I'm goddamn glad she invited me so I could get some, get my feet wet with this podcast shit because I've been talking about it for too long.
I know.
Now I started talking about it in like 2019, so I definitely get it because I just started like 2-3 months ago. I had been talking about it for years. I had bought the equipment like a couple years ago. They never started it, and it just kind of procrastinated with it till like finally, like, you know what? Now or never. You know.
I'm about on the same shit with mine. I gotta get this goddamn. Really, I had been doing doing it live on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Just I got enough followers to get live. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fuck everything up. You ain't gonna be able to hear shit. But I basically just be going on my TikTok, going live. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes on my Facebook, and getting my topics right and just talking to people, let them comment different shit. But like, I really, really want to get on it like full fledged, have a podcast. So I guess a lot of shit. Like people love to hear me talk. I don't even know why. I guess I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a goofball, but I'm gonna keep it real with you at all times. Like a lot of people don't be liking what I be saying, but shit, it is what it is. That's the thing about being on a podcast. It's about what you feel, how you feel, what you think. And I tell people that shit all the time. Like I ain't here to sugarcoat nothing for nobody or make nobody feel better. Like I'm gonna tell you what it is.
And what it ain't.
Tell it how it is, not how it might be. You feel me?
I feel it. Oh yeah.
Let's get started. I'm ready.
So
I'm ready. What's the first topic y'all want to get in?
I'm about to ask Tora. Say, so out of two topics, one you want to start with since you.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
All right. So what's everybody? So we'll start with Tori. What's your initial thought? Are men and women the same?
As far as like their roles in the bedroom,
No. Just like lead, just anything when it comes to sex, like what the process to get the cheat, process up to it, the consequences of it, all of it. Are we the same? So we have the
no,
same mindset.
no, no, absolutely not.
Okay, a rare no from a woman. I like it. A rare, a rare no.
There is nothing that's similar about men and women in our approach to sex. Nothing.
I can absolutely agree with that.
The reason why I brought this topic because I had been seeing a lot of discussion about this like the last 2 weeks. I was debating why I was gonna do it. I was debating when I was even gonna do an episode this week or not, just because I've been busy. But I've been seeing these topics talk about so much. I feel like it was just God telling me like, man, you gotta
You
talk
gotta
about
talk
this
about it.
week. Like I see a lot of women like I don't know. I was talking with a friend late one night, a couple nights ago. We was talking about, it, and she was on the other side of it. She was like, "No, we the same." She was trying to argue that my one of the biggest difference is I talk about like how sex is a lot easier to obtain for women than it is for men. But a lot of women
Facts,
think
facts, facts.
it's easy for men, and for like a lot of men, it's really not. It's really not. Like I had the best example. I explained to our homegirl the other night. I was like, let's say we in a race. Yeah, let's say let's say you a girl and you want to fuck 100 men fast you can, and I'm a man. I want to fuck 100. We female as fast as I can. I like, girl, you attractive. Realistically, you could walk out your house and come out here to Atlanta, or walk even where you at, where she live at. I ain't gonna say where she live at. I know where she live at, but no, even where you live at, I like you probably can if you drop your standards and you just said yes to every dude that you see to approach you. I like, bro, you probably could fuck 100 dudes in like a month, like
Yeah, in a
5, 6
weekend,
weeks
if
at the
you really
most. If I
got them
count
get
your
through
like
it.
period time and stuff like that, just give you a break here and there. Like men, I like, bro. A lot of men couldn't have 100 women if they wanted to in their lifetime. They wanted to, and they like that. That's like one difference.
But women do control sex, but men control commitment. So that's where all that shit even boils
That's
down
where
to.
it goes. That's
But
listen,
women
you
women
said it.
definitely fuck who they want, but men commit to who they want. So that's the only difference in it. You feel me? They hold the key to all the physical shit in relationships. Because if she not having it, this shit's not going down. And it's not even about relationships. They're just in general. Like if a woman don't want you touching her, like nigga, like it's straight up a no. Like a man, you turn a woman down, you gay, or what's wrong with you? Like you feel me? Like you can't do that as a man. It's frowned upon. Like, but a woman, if she turn a nigga down, like that's just what it's supposed to be. But if me and you, realistically, we a fine female walk up to us like, hey, what's up? I'm trying to give you some, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you some pussy, but I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really trying to fuck with her like that because I got some other shit going on, or I'm already with this person and shit. And it just always turn into something negative, bro. Like that's why I said it's a lot
It's a double
different. Like,
standard.
and I don't think y'all understand that. Like, y'all think niggas is out here trying to fuck any and everything they see, and it don't even really be like that for some of us. You
Some of
feel
y'all.
me?
Some of y'all. Because I think for me, when I think about it in terms of men, it's a numbers game. Like at least like all the dudes I know, they'll start out in the morning and they'll
Mm-hmm.
text their number one girl, see if she ready. You know what I'm saying? They number one, who they really want. And if she ain't fucking with them, then they hit the number two. And if she ain't fucking with them, then it's the number three, then the number four, and then the number five. And if by the end
But
of the
y'all
night
do it
they
like
ain't
that
hitting who
too.
they want to, they just go fuck just to get a nut. I seen
But see, y'all do the same
And women
thing.
do
Y'all
the
just
same
might not
thing
be
too.
sleeping with all of them though. You act like y'all don't be having rosters. You got a nigga that goddamn come give you money. You got a nigga that pay for your nails. You got a nigga that goddamn be feeding you.
I can't handle that many menses. But I mean the girlies do it. I'm not gonna say that they don't got rosters out here. I'm not saying that they don't. But
Hey, I got 10 sisters. You ain't nothing you can pull fast on me. I already know how that shit goes.
I'm
I
not
put it
saying
like
that the
that.
girlies don't got rosters. I think I think like I said, for men it's a numbers game. If y'all hit on 100 girls in one day, like if you slid into 100 DMs, right? One of them is gonna go for whatever it is that you trying to go. It's like you the more you hit on somebody, the better your odds. Like the more women you hit on, the better your odds are. Whereas for like women, 100. niggas be in our inbox on the daily, and we ain't trying to see, unless it's the one person we really want, we ain't paying none of that no attention.
But see, that's a choice though. At the end of the day, the women you get the opportunity. You get the now
It
whether
don't
you,
have
you
that
take
same
them or
look.
not, that's up to you. That's up to you. But you get the opportunity. A lot of dudes
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
get.
it's not like 100 high class, fine, well-to-do, on they dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be dust bunnies. Like, I'm not responding to no dust bunny, and I wouldn't want no nigga I know around me to respond to no dust bunny. Like, why is you even talking to her? Like, and they response is, well, she got a coochie, don't she? Like,
I can't relate to that because I can't.
I have some male friends that have no standards.
Me personally,
Like
I'm
I
not.
gotta
I'm
at
not
least
just
be
about
able to
to
look
know.
at you. You feel me? Like that's just crazy. Like
Me personally, I'm not gonna tag as anybody, but I will say the dudes that do like I'm not even gonna go against the floor because some dudes just gotta get what they can. Some dudes
Get
like
in where
literally
they
struggle with
fit.
women, literally struggle. Like some women, some dudes just really struggle with women. Like so, the moment woman's like say yeah, they just gonna go for it. So that's one of the biggest
women is
difference between
ruthless.
men and
If you
women.
ugly to a woman, her and her friends gonna let you know.
Exactly, but
So like some niggas just don't even approach women because they already know. Like you not finna roast the fuck out. Y'all not a group of women. Y'all not finna roast me like that.
oh
Okay,
yeah,
so y'all don't want to get put in the group chat, but as a girl, I don't want to be put in the group chat neither. Like I don't want to be put in y'all's group chat. Like I just want to be able to show up to the cookout and your uncle be like, "I see you, nephew." You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. Like that is it. That is all.
So you're the only kind of
That's
attention you
you.
trying to get.
That's you. That's what I don't want to be put in the group chat. I want to be taken to the family functions. Showed like I want Unc to say, "That's you, nephew. I see you." You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
Right.
keep it cute, keep it pushing.
See, man, hold on. Oh shit, girl. Woo. Hold on, let me take y'all outside before they goddamn be like, what you talking about? But see, it be like that too with goddamn guys, because I done been to a couple goddamn events where somebody auntie was like, ooh, who this? You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, come over and get your goddamn auntie.
appreciate it,
But
Johnny. He
nah,
said
but that's why I was going
sorry.
back to what I was saying earlier though, like the power is like so much in y'all hands when it comes to like the physical aspect of relationships. Like
Yes.
I don't even think y'all understand. Like
No,
a lot of women
I
use the
definitely
pussy as a
understand that.
weapon. You feel me? And that shit right there, goddamn. That's why I was telling my one homegirl like you be withholding sex from your boyfriend when you get mad at him. And yeah, I'm not saying it's right, but shit, I feel like a couple times that's why you got cheated on. Like I said, that don't make it right, but like if you want somebody to solely be focused on you, and most men to them, that's how they feel love because like as men we was always taught to be tough, you know what I'm saying? Don't show emotion, all this other shit. So like to us a lot of that other shit that y'all got going on emotionally and mentally, we for the most part don't connect to that. So like
See,
giving a
and
nigga
I
the
need my
cookie to
man
him
to.
is like the ultimate. Huh?
I said I need my man to. Like I need my man to be emotionally intelligent. Like I don't need that tough guy shit, nigga. Be soft with me. Be soft with
See
me.
I understand,
Show
but that's
Some
me.
dangerous
people
though.
don't
Cry, bro.
That's dangerous
some,
Cry.
though.
I
some
know
people
you
That's
don't know that
dangerous.
cry.
side
You can't
because
Cry.
have
they
see
ain't never been
the man
allowed to
job
be
is to be
that. You
emotionally
feel me?
strong. You can't have two
They was
softies in
never
the same
allowed to be that, so
relationship.
they just
Two
don't know how to do that.
It's not about being soft, it's about being vulnerable. Like there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to openly express yourself with me and everything that you feeling if I'm supposed to be your partner.
I get it.
Like
And that's what I'm saying. As men, a lot of the
that
times
doesn't take
we weren't
away
given
from
that
your
option growing up, so
toughness.
we don't know how to do that.
I get it. But
I
the
can't go
reason
See,
too
the
that's why
hard.
I'm teaching my son that's why I'm teaching my son how to communicate his feelings and his emotions correctly. Because I don't need that. Like everybody needs to know how to properly communicate with their feelings. And just because you a man don't mean you should hold that in.
And I
Like
wish, as men, especially black men, we also start teaching our sons and nephews and shit that because that I feel like that's why a lot of love was lost in our community, bro. Like I remember growing up seeing a lot more black love. You feel me? Like, and now it's just like everybody's like you just niggas and bitches to each other's now. Like, and I don't fuck with that, and that's why honestly, that's why I'm not in a relationship, because like a lot of women see it like that these days. Like we just niggas to them.
Yeah,
Like ain't no more.
yeah.
You feel me? Ain't no more goddamn going to work, coming home to a hot meal, and you feel me, your clothes washed and all that shit. Like they don't do shit like that no more.
But no, that's because we are also, because when it's 50-50, like when niggas want that, right? You want your clothes washed, you want to come home to a cooked meal. But if I also went to work and worked the same amount of hours you did, and I'm also tending to kids, why in the world would I do all of that too? Like I'm
Well,
tired just like you
hold on.
tired, right?
Let me say this. I can't relate because when I was dealing with your friend, we ain't gonna say no names. When I would come to her house, I was helping her clean up. I was playing with her son. You feel me? I was cooking too. Like I get
No,
that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but it's like niggas who dudes, men who expect that, right? Want it every day. There's no way that I can tend to all these like multiple kids. Like I might got one, but what if you got more than one? Like it's hard find. First of all, it's hard finding men with no kids, and then I don't want to date men with no kids because men with no kids want kids, and I only have 5 good years of reproduction left, and I'm just not having no baby with nobody. So like, I I at this
Sis put
point
a
now in
time
my
frame
life,
on it.
like no, I'm being dead ass though. Like I'm
Yeah.
being dead ass. So like, if I only got 5 good years of reproduction left, and I want to be married realistically before I have another kid, I only got 1 to 2 years to have kids. Like 34, 35. Now I'm dating people with kids. So you got kids, I got a kid. You want me to take care of the kids. You want me to wash all the clothes, cook all the food, have the bathroom. I'm not going to work now because now
As
my
you
job is
shouldn't,
taking
but that's
care of
why
the
I was
house.
saying, like, if it's gonna be 50-50, y'all both need to be doing all that shit.
But it's never both people doing all of it.
Go over there. Like, that's why I
I
came
actually,
over here
I
this
actually
morning.
got a respect on that. I actually agree with you because we was literally just talking about that very thing earlier.
Listen,
The guy had said that, and I was
hey,
like, at first I was like, nah, bro. It's like if your woman going to work as many hours you do, then you gotta share the responsibilities. Like if you want a housewife, then you need to get your money up to afford a
Get
housewife.
your money up. If
To
you want
afford a
a
house,
housewife, your job is literally to make all the money to pay all the bills. If you want a
facts,
partner, then you have to also be a partner. But if you
facts.
want somebody to do all the cooking, the cleaning, the taking care of the kids, making sure everything's straight in the house, making sure you always got food in the pantries, that when you come home, there is not nothing to be looked at. You ain't got to pick up nothing, clean nothing, not look at no kid. Then I'm not going to work, bro. Not.
I
That's
get
Not
it.
if I
understandable.
do all of that and go to work.
But what I was saying from my perspective was like on the 50-50 scale. Like, you was off today. Yes, you had the kids and shit. But when I come home, like, damn, it'd be nice for, like, boom, have something to eat. And then maybe tomorrow you go to work. I got the kids all day. Like, it's just a sentimental thing to me. Like, it make you feel cared about. I understand you got all this other shit going on, but as your partner in life, you're supposed to be taking care of me too, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? So that's more so where I was coming from with it. Like, I don't watch my mom and daddy do that shit. My aunts and my uncles, my great aunt, and my great aunt, my great uncle. So like I done seen this shit done many a different ways. But the one thing that's always been there is those men always got them took care of them kids. If something was going on with my auntie, my mama, blah blah blah, whatever, they was cooking, cleaning, like. So I just grew up with seeing the
No, you
50-50.
grew up seeing functional black relationships, right?
Yes, and
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
so that's
I
what you
missed
know.
that.
But it's men out here, like, not saying that men are having this 50-50 discussion, but they don't want to share 50-50 of the responsibilities like you talking about. They want their
Other
girl to
than
go
financially.
50% on the bills and then still handle all of the housework. It don't work like that. And then you wonder why she don't want to have sex with you. She tired, bro. She tired. She tired. And then people be like, I'm not saying it's right to go cheat, but you can't be withholding sex. That girl is tired, bro. She do everything. And all you do is contribute 50% to the bills and play your game when you come home. And you think she's just supposed to have sex with you? No. Like, people forget that sex isn't just physical, it's an emotional thing too. Like, I have to, like, maybe just for me, but I have to be there with you mentally to even get right, to even
Facts.
think about
I
it.
can't even lie. Now that I've emotionally matured, it's like that with me too. Like giving me some coochie is cool, but like I gotta like you past that too for it to even be.
For it to even be something, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if I'm feeling like I'm that tired, you know what I'm saying, and you reaching over me, and I'm like, nah, bruh, like, I'm tired, and I've been tired. You see me doing all this shit all day, every day, and then niggas be like, I just didn't love her anymore, or we just didn't have sex anymore, and use that as an excuse to leave. Like, maybe, nigga, if you would have took out the trash, or, you know what I'm saying, ran the kids a bath one night, alleviated some stress or some pressure off your girl or something, maybe she gave you the got 3000 treatment with the double hand attachment. You know what
I
I'm
can't
saying?
even
But
got the. I ain't got no argument for that because that's the same shit I be telling niggas.
Yeah, bro. I tell dudes like basically like, bro, you want a housewife, you gotta put in the work. Well, I'm sorry, man. Google Chrome get on my nerves. It keep popping up by itself. But yeah, like you want a housewife, you gotta put in the work to have one. And then when shit hit the fan, it ain't up to your wife to figure out shit. It's up to you. That's the kind of life you asked for. You want that housewife.
Mm-hmm.
I have a controversial opinion about men that want a housewife. Like I feel like a lot of dudes, even that do have a housewife, I feel like they don't make enough money to be demanding a housewife. Like I feel like at minimum, if you want a housewife, like literally you want to pay 100% bill, I feel like in most markets you need to make like 150K a year. You need to make like 100. If you in a big market like New York City or LA, you need to make like 250 a year minimum to have a housewife full time. She just don't got to bring no income in at all. That's the definition of housewife. Housewife's like you pay all the bills. She ain't got no income coming in. Her job is not to bring in money. Her job is take care of the
Be a
home.
homemaker. You feel me? But I don't want that. I've seen how that put stress on both people, like being the sole provider and then being the homemaker. Like I've seen the stresses of that shit from people. Like the woman's always at home with the kids. She feel like she don't never get a break. Blah blah blah. You need to come get your kids. Well, I've been at work all day and I pay all the bills. Everything that you got, I paid for. So I've seen those kind of arguments and those things happen in relationships. So that's why I said I feel like I got this saying like men and women are both need to submit to each other. Men are so hung up on women submitting to them, but it really, in reality, y'all need to submit to each other so y'all can have that understanding of the, you know what I'm saying, how the dynamic in your relationship is gonna work and how
say that,
everything in y'all life once y'all come together is
say
gonna work.
that, say
You can't
that.
just be out here demanding a woman to do this, and that, and think she's not gonna turn around and have demands for you too.
Demands of you.
Like
Demands of
that shit
you.
is crazy to me. How men just feel like, oh, I'm the man, I'm paying all the bills, or I'm doing this, and that. Like, you don't think women's life are hard too? You feel me? Like I grew up with a single grandmother. Fuck a mother. I grew up with a single grandmother, so I seen like two generations of struggle within one person. So you feel me? Like that shit just made me a little different, and it really made me respect women to a certain degree. But also as a man and seeing how women will do you when you a good man, also had that's how I got my guard up. But like I said, I can't take away from what my grandma taught me.
It's it's
So
it's we gotta get it. We gotta get out of being in survival mode. Everybody is in survival mode, like, right now.
facts.
Everybody's guard up. Everybody trust fucked up. Everybody out here like, I don't. The dating pool got fentanyl in it. I don't want to talk to that. None of y'all, please leave me alone. Like, we are in survival mode. Like, we all got PTSD from dating. Like, we all got some horror stories. Like,
Boy, I
we
got like three that just came popped up when you said that.
the
Had
just
to wipe
come
the
to your
sweat off my
mind. It be
brow.
like,
Like,
the
goddamn.
audacity be on sale. Like, and we got to get out of
Especially
that
with,
and get back to the fact that
oh no, I'm in the middle of the podcast. Sorry.
everybody needs each other. And when we understand that we need each other, the world will be
I
a
was
much better
just,
place.
sis, I was just saying that shit the other day to my homegirl. I was like, you feel like you don't need a nigga, but you always
But you
calling me over here
do.
for some shit.
Bro, we
Like, you
need
need to
each
go
other.
get you a nigga. Like,
But I'm outside with my spend the night bags, but I'm really not. But I'm outside with my spend the night bags, babe. Come pick me up. I'm tired. I'm tired because the frogs that I'm going through to get to the prince.
I just don't even be knowing what the fuck be going on with me no more.
I don't even. I laugh
I think you
at
thinking
this
that
point.
everything going real good. Then some shit like just go left.
I've learned to laugh. Like I don't even get mad no more. I
Facts.
literally just be laughing. And they be like, Tori, how can you be laughing right now? And I'm like, what the fuck else can I do? Like at this point, it's funny. Like I need a reality TV camera to
I'm
follow me
telling
on
you.
my dates because at this point, it's giving it's giving chaotic.
Thank you.
And see, I also had to learn to like kind of laugh shit off too, because like I used to be like, damn, like I used to get like in my feelings, like, damn, what am I doing wrong or what, you know what I'm saying? But like I just realized like sometimes people when you treat people right and they not used to that shit or like they just not ready for that type of shit, they will push you the fuck away or do some shit to make you not fuck with them no more. And it don't even be nothing you ever did. It's just like they just not built for that type of shit, and you gotta learn to accept that. So now,
Accept
like,
it.
I
We be
cancel a
trying to
motherfucker so quick. Like, I don't hear from you in 24 hours. That's a no call, no show. It's like a job over here, bitch. You gone.
Yeah.
next.
You feel me? Type shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
That's
really.
a minute. We need more than
I
anything.
ain't
We
got
need
time for that
therapy.
shit. We too grown to be playing them type of games.
We
Like,
need
if you
we
fuck
need
with
therapy
me.
more
If
than
you don't, let
anything.
me know so I can slide the fuck on out your way.
Please.
We really need therapy more than anything. A lot
I
of people.
advise everybody to go to therapy. I don't care if you don't think nothing wrong with you. It is perfectly okay to have a third party who is neutral and just wants to see you
Man,
be
listen.
better to talk to. Like
I
talking
went
to
to
your
therapy.
friends is not therapy. Their advice is not a life plan. Like go to therapy.
I went to therapy. That motherfucker had me in there. I thought I left. I said, "Damn, I might be a little crazy now. I might just be a little."
I don't even deny it. I tell people up front, like, I'm crazy. Like, I give that disclaimer, and I don't want you to think like, oh, I'm gonna burn your shoes, like slash your tires crazy. I'm like, I could go to a mental institution at any point in time if I just snap one day and you die.
They definitely not taking me to jail. They definitely taking me to the nut.
I'm
That's why I
going
be
straight
chilling.
to somebody's seventh floor on a Griffy Socks vacation. Like, I'm not, I need you to know I'm that crazy. So can you stick around or not?
I tell people just don't
Nope.
make me crazy. You feel me? Because like I
I ain't
tell
gonna lie, I
everybody
can't.
this up front, like
I can't.
when
I
it comes
can't.
to
I
like
go to therapy for it. I'm working on it. Just don't push me.
I just learned to like not let shit get under my skin so much. Like
You can't.
Time is so valuable. See, I can't. I need like, especially us in our community. Like, I need us to like go into the next relationship more healed. Like that. That's to be a lot. That'd be a problem. Like people
facts,
come into new
facts.
relationship with bad demons. It's like, bro, it's not on the new person to deal with them. It's like you need to have them handled before you come. Or
Carrying
that's
all
how
that
I
trauma
am.
from the
That's how
last
I am.
relationship, bringing it to the next, and
When
now
I
you
go on a
dealing with
Okay.
date,
these
that's a red
motherfuckers.
flag
Like
for me from a woman. She say, "Oh, I fucked up from past niggas." Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah, okay, yeah. But time is valuable. I don't have time to be trying to break down the layers and all that. I was like, you need to go to therapy to do that, baby.
especially when you're not like
Therapy.
open about it. Like if you could talk to me and we could talk through that shit, maybe I can help you get through it. But when you close off about it and when I do something that you don't like, you start comparing me to other niggas. That's a problem.
Yeah.
It might not even be that deep on my end. Hell, maybe it may be, but you still need to communicate that to me. Like
I
it's all about
see. My
communication. And
problem
women swear
is
that men can't communicate, and that shit is so
Oh yeah,
fucking
that's a double
stupid because
standard.
you
They
definitely can.
men can't say what they really want or what they desire. Like it's always shut down.
We
It's always shut down.
exactly.
Like
That's I was about to say that's what it is too.
we grew up on the belief that the most important thing is a woman's happy. It doesn't matter if a man's happy or not. It doesn't
Don't
really
matter
matter
what you how you
if
feel or
the most
anything like
important
yep.
thing is your woman's happy. That's one of the things I
As
think a
long
lot of
as your
men are
woman
starting to
happy,
wake
you
up
should be
like,
happy.
nah, bro,
And that's
we
some
got to be
fucking
happy too.
bullshit.
Nah, Like a lot of men starting to wake up like, nah,
But
that
if
shit.
you truly make your woman happy, then she's pouring that back into you. Because anything you give
Not
a
all the
woman, she
time.
multiplies.
Not all the
Some of these
time.
Anything you
bitches
give
Sometimes it
her,
ain't enough.
she multiplies. So if you give her a house, she should make that a home. You give her your seed, she turn that to children.
Most
Whatever
women don't
you
have the
give
capacity to
her,
do that though.
you give her ingredients, she turn that into a meal.
A
Like
lot of women don't have
anything
the
you give
capacity to
a
do that.
woman, she multiplies. So if you give her happiness and you give her positivity, what do you think she gonna give you back? If everything we do, we multiply it when
It
we put it
depends on
out.
how emotionally mature she is.
Yeah, a lot of women ain't mature enough to do that. You give them most. I put it like this: a lot of women today give more than they. I mean, a lot of women take more than they give. Take more than they give. Like you
Cause
provide for them,
society
they'll
told
take
them that's
some,
what
but
they
they ain't
supposed
about
to
to give you
do.
nothing back. They ain't about to give you.
These tongues is out here saying make his pockets hurt. Goddamn nigga, if you not tricking, I'm not talking to you type shit, all this other shit. Like, yeah, like that's how it goes these days. Like women
It's not
in
what
this
I could do
part
for
of
you
this
first.
generation are definitely taking more than they're giving. And they will tell you that to your face. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
doing this,
not.
this, and
Yeah,
this, and this for no nigga. That ain't my husband. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know that you wife material if you're not displaying those fucking, you feel me, those things up front? You supposed to think I'm supposed to just trust that once I put a ring on your finger, you're going to start doing all this amazing shit? Like, no.
we got a question, y'all.
Because if I'm not doing all that amazing shit off rip, you're not finna be fucking with me for long. So I just don't understand, why is that even a problem? Why do men feel like they can't communicate? It's easy to go behind a woman's back instead of being upfront. Because some men don't feel safe with the woman they with. You feel me?
Then
They
you
don't
don't
feel
need to
safe
be
with you
with her.
mentally. They don't feel safe with you emotionally.
Then you
I got
don't
an
need
No,
answer
to
to
that's
be
that.
with her.
I got to answer that. I got a
exactly. I'm saying
controversial
that's what I'm
answer to
saying.
that.
That's why the men don't share with you like that. I don't know you. I'm so sorry, and I'm not trying to be like funny or anything, but like for the most part, me being one of those men, I used to be like that. I used to be closed off emotionally, like and shit like that, because like I didn't feel safe with the type of women that I was dealing with. It's like when I would talk about my feelings or something's bothering me. Oh, you're a man. Suck it up. Or you acting like a bitch. You being like a female. Like how you asked me about my feelings and I'm telling you about them, and now you throwing it in my face negatively. Like, so that's probably why. It might not even be you personally. It might have been some female he dealt with before. So, like, that's a whole nother topic within itself. Like, men just don't feel safe with women emotionally.
That's crazy
I got a
because
different answer to that.
I
Go
love.
ahead, my brother, because I want to hear it.
My answer is this is a controversial answer to that. And one of the things, it's a podcast I like to watch, and I love this podcast so much because it has ain't nobody denied that women be feeling this way because they have women 3 times a week on their show, and it be random women from all over the country, from different realms, young to old, broke to have good money making women, black women, Latino women, white women, all over. And I swear more than half the women on here say that women would rather hear an uncomfortable lie than the honest truth. Who rather hear
That's
uncomfortable
wrong.
than
That
the
is so
honest?
wrong. That's what? Tell me the truth. Please tell
But a
me the
lot of women
truth.
can't handle the truth.
And
They
then,
can't
and
handle
I
like
will respect your honesty more than I will respect your lie. 'Cause if you can lie to me, you can do whatever to me. That means you don't respect me. And I need my respect because I give you my respect. If I'm upfront and honest with you about everything, if you come to me and ask me a question and I tell you flat out what it is and I show you exactly, what it is, like, yeah, like if I did it, I did it. You know what I'm saying?
but
I
see, that come from a program of us growing up though. That's another thing we was taught. A lot of men was taught growing up,
don't
bro.
don't
That's a
lie
lot.
to
Just
me.
like, bro, you just, sometimes you just gotta tell women what they want to hear. Tell them what they
Like,
want to hear
no,
because you
fuck
gotta make the
that.
woman happy. Like
Mm-mm.
man, I don't know. I ain't saying I do it. Like I be
but
honest
then
with you,
also on
even
the
at
other
the
I
hand,
even
like I
at
I
was
the house
also
sometimes.
taught, like
I'm honest.
when a woman asks you something, she probably already know what the fuck is up anyway. So it don't even be no point for you to lie. Like that's how I feel about it. That's why I don't lie.
Depending
I
on what
Because
it
if you
is.
ask, if
understand
she
my
gonna ask you, she
evidence.
probably already knew. She already knew. She just wanted to see what you was gonna do.
My
That's why
whole
I be like, I
thing.
don't even lie. I just tell them what's up. Fuck it.
And
Because
then
either they not gonna fuck with it or they will. They might not like it, but
but give
if
me
you
the
give
choice.
somebody the option, if you give somebody the option to fuck with something, you know what I'm saying? I think they'll respect you more than versus you
Yes.
lying to them to get your
Because
way.
you don't know what I can put up with. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what my limit is. But tell me the truth so I can make that decision for me.
I
Facts.
agree with that. I agree with that. That's why
And women
that's
need
why
to
I'm
do the
always
same
honest.
thing because I done had some women lie to me about shit, and I'm like, bro, you ain't even have to lie to me. Like, I'm definitely not the nigga you gotta lie to. Like, I'm cool on all that shit. You
Listen,
let me know up front.
I am one of them girls who will not lie. Like back when me and my baby daddy was dating back in college, like we would break up and we would get back together, and he would ask me point blank, like, who did I mess with? Who was I talking to? And I was like, sir, do you really want to know? Like, this is about to be uncomfortable news. Like, any number more than one is gonna make you mad, and I know what I did, so I'm about to make you mad. So, what do you want to hear the truth? And he was like, yeah, tell me the truth. And I told him the truth.
They say the truth hurts, but lies hurt more when you figure out it's a
Like,
lie.
so
I
would
want
you
more
rather me
context to
lie
that
and then
question too,
have you
though.
around these niggas and they looking at you and you looking at them, looking at me a certain type of way? Hell no, I'm not ever gonna put you in
Facts.
those
Well,
situations where
I
you don't
wonder.
know what
Well,
the fuck going
I
on.
wonder when she asked that question. Is she talking about sex? Is she talking about like cheating? That's why I feel like she's talking about. She said easy to go behind a woman's back instead of being on front. If you still watching, I'd like you to clarify. Are you talking about cheating behind back? Because I got an answer to that too, or at least my opinion on that.
I
Answer
w-
on that too.
but to answer, I want my nigga to talk to me. Like I want to be giving you a facial and doing all the good stuff. Like talk to me. Tell me how you feeling today. What's going on? Like I just be wanting to cater,
Come open it.
and I don't have no man, so it's like
I feel like she talk about I feel like she talking about cheating. Like go behind a woman. She
Well,
still
I don't, ma'am. I don't cheat anymore. I used to be a cheater, and I
not
can.
anymore.
I'm just being honest. Like I'm being honest with y'all. Like back in the day, like in my early 20s, and when I was in college and high school and shit, I wasn't shit. But back then, it was just to me because I was young and dumb. It was more about fun. You feel me? It wouldn't even have nothing to do with cheating. It's easier to tell the truth, but communication is
So
not
let me
only
ask you
about
this
lying.
then. I want to ask the other man on the panel. Because we talked about this a couple weeks ago. I had told the ladies on the panel, I said, in a perfect world, let's say in a perfect world, no consequence, your girlfriend, you got a girlfriend or wife, wouldn't get mad. She wouldn't try to divorce you, nothing like that. I made the argument that if you put 100 men in the room, about 90 of them would say they'd rather have multiple women than just one, as far as like having sex. Yeah, a lot of women couldn't like. I know a lot of women they can't fathom that. Cannot. That's one of the things. That's another reason why I say sex is different from men and women. Sex is different.
Because to
Because it's
men,
all
it's
about
it's
busting the
not
nut
about
for
the
y'all. That's why y'all
connection.
need to learn semen retention.
it's
God
it's not
damn.
about that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like to us, it's a nature thing. It's like that with animals too. You feel me? Like it's
But
just a part
it
of our
depends
nature.
on the animal. Like it literally depends on the animal. It literally
In most
depends on the
species,
animal.
the men, the
You
male
can find
animals,
an animal that substantiates everybody's scientific claims. Like there's animals that switch back and forth between male and female as they please. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like it's animals out there that do that. So we can't just
and
be
there's
like,
animals
oh,
out there that
animals
mate
do
for
it,
life.
animals
But
have
I'm just
nature.
saying,
The
like
reason we're different from animals because we can
we're
think.
talking about mammals,
We
okay?
can
Because we're
think.
technically mammals. You feel me?
We
Yeah.
Like
can
mammals
think.
don't male mammals
But y'all
have
are animals
higher
though.
fucking
So let's stop
testosterone
talking
and
about y'all animalistic nature to be fucking because y'all ain't animals. Y'all humans. Y'all got
we are
brains.
we
But it's
are a
been this is my
subspecies of
thing though.
animal. That's what I'm saying. Like
This has
we
been
still
shown from
animals at the
kings
end
in
of the day.
history. Like
Like
name the top tier men. They only had one woman. Like kings had women. They had their queen, but then they had a whole bunch of mistresses. They had a whole bunch of
and
And
then on top of that, hold on,
like
women want
that.
a man with
It's
all this
never been
money,
like
but
that.
men with money
And
are the top cheaters. You feel me?
but women
Like
have
y'all
cheaters
think these
too.
broke niggas be out
So
here
would you
cheating?
be
No, it be
okay with
niggas
if
with the money.
so
Like
would you be okay with your women having side dudes?
we're not the same.
I'm gonna tell
We're
you like
not.
this.
We're
Because
not
you
the
can't
same.
say that kings had
Hold on,
mistresses and
cause
act
listen,
like
listen.
queens didn't have they side niggas too, because they did.
And what happened to
I'm
queens
gonna
that
listen.
did? It was the major consequences for it. What happened to women that
No, they always killed the king. Always got the side dude killed. He might not have killed the queen, but the side nigga
that's
got
what I'm
killed.
saying? You
But
lucky
I'm
dudes
just
don't
saying,
do that. Let me
listen though,
ask you, you
listen to
lucky?
me.
I'm just
P.
saying.
What I'm saying is, if I know we locked in like that, you feel me, and we going through this shit like called life together for real, like yes, I'm gonna expect you not to cheat on me, but like I'm gonna put myself in a well, not me personally, but I'm just saying as a nigga, like put the shoes on to some of these women to be out here. Goddamn, the man taking care of everything. Goddamn, he got all this bread, blah blah blah. So if I was dating a bitch with some money and she taking care of me, like shit, I might turn a blind eye to a couple cheeks, but not too many down here, not too much.
But
you feel me? But if
but realistically, the average decent looking female with a decent body is getting hit on by at least 30 different dudes a day. 30 different dudes a day.
And you think I'm
expect
supposed to
her
think?
tell
And you
all
think
of
I'm
them
supposed to
no?
think you turning down all 30 of them? Yes, I ain't stupid. I know how that shit go. I done been a side nigga. I done been a side nigga. I done been the main nigga with a side bitch, and I know my girl got a side nigga. I done all that before. So yes, I know it from all angles. But what I'm telling you is like, I feel like once you get that real connection with somebody, like the rest of that shit don't even really matter. Cause I done been there a couple times where I had
You
that
shouldn't even
connection with
want
somebody,
to.
and it didn't really.
That'd be my point, is that you shouldn't even want to, because I should satisfy all your needs, that you shouldn't be able to look nowhere else. You too tired. You
But
can't
see, that's
cheat
what
because
Bro, I'm
I done
telling
took
you,
all
women,
of this from you. You
bro,
don't
women
have
But that's what
cannot.
I'm saying. Now
You
Most
women,
have
women
to
now
cannot
choose,
women don't
satisfy.
sir.
think
One
like
woman
that.
You're
They
cannot
thinking
satisfy
like the
ignorant.
most
niggas.
men
You're
sexually,
ignorant.
bro. I don't think women understand how much men would truly want to have sex. They could have sex as much as they wanted to, as much as they could. How much men would actually have sex?
I
Yeah,
shit
how
for me
much?
about 5-6 times a day.
Yeah,
I ain't
literally.
gonna
Like,
hold you if I
literally,
could.
I will fuck at least like minimum 5 times a day. Minimum 5 times.
When we
Like,
wake
I
up
don't
after
think most women can
breakfast,
fathom that. Can
you
really
feel me?
fathom.
When we get out the
I'm not
shower,
saying that, like, okay, the only relationship that I've ever been in was with my son's father, and we fucked like that.
But a lot of women can't hang like that though. Even women did, like,
Just
bro.
being honest.
It's been a thing in history where men like quantity, women like quality. Women care more about the quality when it comes to sex. It's more about the quality. They care more about quality. When men's status is
we
based
want the
on
quantity,
how many
nigga.
times you
Yes.
see men get praised for how many women they done fuck. You don't see women get praised like that. What happened when women fuck a lot of dudes? They get called hoes, even by their own,
I
even by
call
other women,
everybody
it ain't
a
even just
hoe.
by dudes. It ain't even just.
But I don't shame nobody. Like, get it how you live it. If that's how you want to live your life, that's how you live your life.
Facts.
Who am I to judge you?
True.
Just know that if that's what you're looking for, that's not what this is. So, like, if you just trying to fuck, sir, go find somebody who just want to fuck. I don't like when niggas play on your emotions just to get you to fuck and then be like, excuse me. Like, sir, if all you wanted to do was fuck, I would have told you no. And you could have found somebody else who would. You just wanted to fuck me. So you thought by playing with my emotions, telling me you like me doing this and doing that, getting me to open up a little bit. Now we done fuck, and now you be like, this ain't what. Like, come on now.
I
Stop
give you that.
doing that.
That's little
Stop
boy
doing
shit though.
that.
That's little
That's
boy shit though.
bullshit.
So
Men
I
don't do that.
can't
Men be
even.
upfront.
But niggas not up front though, because niggas will go and say that they lied to get coochie, and then want women to say that they to pick better men. Who are the better men? If
But to
niggas
answer your question
openly
though,
admit to doing that, all type.
she said what's top tier men? So top tier men is
That,
basically, on other words, high value man. That's what I
the
mean. Man
the
on his
niggas with
shit.
the money that y'all like.
Part is about money. Money is one thing, but your status, or you respect it in a group of other top tier men. Do you command respect in the room? Are you a leader? Are you ambitious? Or you got your head on straight? Do you actually lead your household if you in a relationship or you married? Just the things like that. Just make men at their best. Looks got something to do with it. It's not the most important thing when it comes to men. Looks got something to do with it. Looks got something to do with it. Just the overall package of a man. Just answer your question.
And then going back to what we were talking about earlier, Tori, I just want to know like, why is it that when? Because I just had this happen to me the other day. I had been fucking with this girl for a while. You feel me? And then she is mad because she tells me she don't want to take things further. So I stopped like applying the type of pressure that I was applying. So
Yeah.
she gets mad and all this shit. So she starts blanking on me. So like, what's up with that? Like, how can you tell me you don't want to be with me? So I stopped applying the kind of like, I want you to be my girlfriend type pressure. But now you mad? Like, how that makes sense? Like, what the fuck is
It
that
don't
about?
make sense to me. I can't. That's like y'all said. That's little boy shit. That's little girl shit. Like that, because she still wants the attention. She still wants you to pursue her. She wants you to make her change her mind by applying even more pressure. That's little girl shit. If I tell you I don't like you, I don't like you. This ain't going nowhere. And
And
I
that's what I
want
was
you to
telling her,
stop.
bro, like you ain't even have to act like that, like, cause if you wanted me, that's all you had to say. I told you I wanted you, but you told me you didn't want me, so that caused me to have to give you a different type of energy. Like I'm not finna be sitting here wasting my time chasing after you, like, cause I don't do that shit. I've never done that shit. I don't see the point. And I be telling motherfuckers all the time, like, it's not that I think I look too good or I got too much of this or too much of that. I just know that there's more women in this world than there is men. So, like, if you don't work out, like, there's a whole nother group of females that I can go over here and talk to. Like, so I'm not about to sit here and keep goddamn pouring my all into you just for you to goddamn turn around and be like, oh, no, nigga, that's not good enough. Bitch, I'm gonna go find somebody who is good enough for you, feel me? Like, I just don't see why these niggas be out here chasing after these females who don't really want them, and that shit is weird to me.
I completely agree. It's weird. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand the niggas who do it. I don't understand the bitches who do it. I don't get it. Like, I feel like there is somebody for anybody. Like, there is multiple people for it. Like, you just gotta find who your person is closest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who you vibe with, who you could be yourself with or whatever.
Well, the biggest thing, my
And
message. Well, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
I forgot.
My bad. I ain't mean to cut y'all. I thought you were done. I was gonna say, I'm gonna say my biggest thing. Yeah, the one thing I preach to guys. And I think a lot of these like podcasters and stuff, they talk about this stuff now. They want men to stop doing. Stop giving women the attention that don't deserve it. Stop giving. The time is over for women to just get attention just because they women. Just because they like it takes more than just being a woman. Like
And
stop
I feel
kissing
like,
women ass.
men,
Stop putting them on a
I feel like,
pedestal and all this stuff. Not every woman deserves that kind of attention.
I swear
Deserves
to
that kind
God,
of.
and just to piggyback off what you said, I feel like men need more praise. You feel me? Like I'm not even saying this as a man. Like so many things that men, especially good men, do goes unnoticed. And I'm not saying like I want praise for a lot of shit that I do because it ain't even about that. But at the same time, like it just be nice to have somebody be like, "Hey, I see you. Good job." You feel me? Or like somebody to just acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all this shit, bending over,
Yeah,
breaking my back for my
do
family and all
y'all
this other
need me
shit.
as a friend in y'all life? Because I pour into the people around me. Like, what the
Oh no,
hell?
I'm just saying like in general. Like I feel like when you a good man and you do shit, especially for your family or like
You
you know
know,
what I'm saying,
I'm
just
saying, like,
for the
I tell
people
my
around
friends
you.
all the time, like, you woke up today, ma'am. You got through your day. I am proud of you. I see you. I know yesterday was hard and you got up out your bed. Like, I see you paid all your bills this month and didn't ask nobody for help. I see you, bro. You making adult moves. Like you help somebody. I see like I don't know. That's just the type of person I am. I acknowledge everybody and uplift everybody around me, or I try to. I'm never one of them people like friend or relationship where I'm ever gonna discourage you or down you in any way. Like my job is to support, uplift you. You know what I'm saying? Like be that for you in any friendship or relationship. Like that's my job.
And I try to tell a lot of females that I be around, like the men in your life, you need to uplift them as much as you possibly can, cause like really we be going through shit and we can't really express it because like people don't take certain shit serious. Like my one homeboy, I was just talking to him and he was telling me how like he went to a party with some girl, you feel me, and he got a little bit too drunk, you feel me, and she got them basically took advantage of the nigga, but nobody took the shit serious because he's a man and she's a woman. They was like, and she's attractive at that, and so everybody was like, nigga, get over that shit. Like, it's a fine ass girl, and she, you know, she gave you some coochie. He was like, but that's the thing, bro. He was like, I was so drunk out my mind, and I didn't even realize what the fuck was going on until, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, I was trying to tell her to stop because I have a woman. You feel me? He was like, but I was so fucked up, like, and he
That's
said they took
crazy.
some goddamn, you feel
That's
me?
crazy.
So
That's
that's why I
not
was
your
just like,
friend.
a
That
lot
was
of
a
things that be
plot, and
going
she
on,
a
bro.
rapist.
You feel me? But nobody wants to look at it like that because she's a
That
woman.
girl was
men
Y'all
don't
need to
have the
go call the
protection. Like
police because she
it,
will do
See
that
that?
to
Look,
more
look.
men.
it's just one
She
of those
has a
things. Men
problem.
understand now. Men don't have the same protection that women have in the
We
in the
No,
don't, and
country.
that's
y'all
what
just
I was
don't
getting at with
exercise
that
it, or
shit. We
y'all
really
don't feel
don't.
safe enough to come forward and say it. And like,
Yeah,
hell no. Like my homeboy told me that shit the other day. Like he was like, bro, I got so drunk, I woke up in the parking lot and I knew some shit had happened, but I didn't know what happened. He said he didn't find out that he fucked that girl till years later when he saw her at a party. Completely took advantage of him in his drunk state. Sir, she raped you.
I agree with my
And
boy
people
though.
don't
You'd be
see it like
surprised.
that.
People
It's just
don't.
like,
People don't
nigga, you was
take.
drunk and
It's
got some
unbel-
coochie. Like,
It's
just
not.
tighten
People
up.
can't
Like,
fathom
no.
the fact that shit that can happen to men, bro. Don't can't fathom like
Oh,
it's really like that out here.
it happens. These women are predators. I don't
Yeah,
trust. Like, don't be like them same women who be on them little boy posts talking about, oh, he's so handsome. That's my boyfriend. Watch her. Watch
I'm
her.
telling
That's
you.
weird.
Well, if you'd like to go to Kokomo,
That's
Indiana,
weird.
that shit.
My son is
I
4.
lived a similar story that he did. Like my freshman year of college, it was I had this guy. I knew this guy my freshman year of college, and he got drugged by a girl. Like literally woke up next to her naked with a condom on and shit. With a condom on and shit. Like he got drugged. He don't even remember none of that shit. Like everybody when he was telling people that shit, everybody just dismissed that shit. And I remember at
Like,
the
I
time
know
thinking, I
four or
was like,
five
damn,
dudes
bro, if
that
that
shit
was a
happened
woman
to.
that
Like,
came in
it's
here
a
and
lot
said
of
that
shit that
shit,
happened
bro,
to us.
everybody would be in tears and we would be in the police station and all that shit. Police station, all that.
That's
Just
crazy.
Like,
listen.
That's
nobody
crazy
takes
because
that shit
ain't no
serious.
way. Ain't no way. If
Going
y'all want that same protection for women, y'all have to acknowledge that women can also be predators. Like women can
Oh, I
also be a
know.
No,
problem.
I
I
know.
know.
No, I definitely know.
I got
Like,
touched
and
inappropriate
this
by
isn't
one of my
me.
mama friends
This
when I was a
isn't
kid,
me
but I thought
being,
that shit was cool at the time.
and
You
I
feel me?
don't want
Because,
nobody to get on here and say that I'm a pick me. I'm just saying that there are equal things on both sides. Like, y'all want
facts.
that equal protection, you have to acknowledge that women can also do bad shit to men, and men have the right to report it and not just be frowned upon because niggas need to take that shit. Like, fuck no. If a bitch did that to my son,
Ain't like that out here, man.
girl, you better
We
hope you
don't got
make
the
it to the
same
courthouse
protection. We
if
don't
I
got,
don't kill you
and then
first.
like women like out here screaming like, "Oh my God, we need equal rights." Like nothing has ever been equal on either side. Like none of the struggles, nothing has ever been equal and it never will be, because we're not viewed the same. Especially in the black community, bro. And I be trying to feed this to my people all the time. Like we have to care about each other more than we ever have, and especially at a time right now with all the bullshit that the government doing, how racism should be fucking dying, but it's actually fucking thriving right now, which is fucking crazy.
I agree with that.
And then like all the bullshit with the police, like it's just so much shit going on. We really need to
Like,
hold each
we
other,
really
bro.
need
And
to come together, band together. Like, y'all really understand that we need each other? Like, we need each other. Like,
Yeah,
one cannot be without the other.
I agree
Like,
with
do
that.
y'all see? Like, this is no offense to interracial couples at all, right? This is no offense to them. But I
Nobody.
saw a picture. No. I saw a picture of a black man married to a white lady. They had a mixed child. The mixed baby had a baby with a white girl, and the baby was white. Like, even though black could pop up in the baby's DNA, you know what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
baby in 2 generations no longer looks like us. We are
And I was
literally
just telling
getting
somebody
bred
this shit the other day
out.
too. Like, no. They
Yes.
are they are trying to use us to make their fucking offspring be able to live longer on this earth. Because once the ozone is gone, like only black people and Hispanic people gonna really be able to live on this motherfucker. Like, let's be real. Like, without the fucking ozone, white people are fucked. So I've even read shit where like white women are saying like, oh, I want a black baby because I want my baby to have melanin in their skin so they can, And I just like all that shit to me is like fucking stupid in the first place. Like, you should want to be with somebody because you love them, like they're a good person to you. Like,
The fetishizing of black men is ridiculous to me.
oh, the white boys do it with the black women too. I've heard them talk about how they
No,
would love
it's
to.
it's bad on both sides. Like, I got off dating apps because the amount of white dudes that would come in my inbox like, you beautiful ebony bot, you goddess queen, you chocolate nutmeg queen. I just
Oh my
never been
God,
with
not
black.
nutmeg. I'm fucking weak.
Like, I'm not food, sir. I am not food.
Nah, I had to quit fucking with white girls because I was fucking with one. I didn't even realize that she was on drugs until it was too late. Cause she ain't never do none of that shit in front of me. And one day I just so happened to hit her up because I was in her neighborhood because I had fucking helped somebody down the street that I knew cut their grandpa grass. So I was like, I'm nearby. Let me slide through, come see you. So I done went in there. You feel me? We was watching a movie and shit. And this bitch just nodding off and shit. So I thought she was goddamn sleepy. But then she got up to go get something and she came back in. So I was kind of sleepy too. So I done kind of like passed out a little bit. But then I woke up like this bitch was just standing there like, oh, like this motherfucker on drugs. I gotta get the hell up out of here.
Me
But
personally,
yeah,
I
like that
don't,
shit.
I don't have a problem interracial dating. But like me personally, I never dated. All my girlfriends in the past have been black. I will say that. I had some relations with a couple white girls, but some relations, but I ain't never
Hey,
like
listen, I'm gonna
dated
tell you like
one.
this. I don't
I ain't
discriminate
never.
My
about no color.
problem, my
We all
problem when
black when
it
the lights
comes
go out.
my problem when it comes to the dating part is that, like, if something were to happen to me, like, because I'm black, you would never be able to understand that, right? Like, you
Facts.
would never be able to understand that. So you would never be able to relate to me on that level. And I can't see me dating someone who can't relate to me on, like, besides being different genders, on every basic level. Like, I'm black, you black.
I
Like,
understand that.
you know what it is to be black. You done been through some shit, because I done been through some shit. So I know you, like, I have to be
But
able to relate to you like that. Because shit happens. And I want to talk about it. And white people gonna white people every time. They always show their true colors.
They
I
definitely
ain't,
gonna white people when it got them come down to it.
when
But
it come
there is
down
some
to it.
out there that don't fuck with that
I'm
shit
gonna
though.
say
Cause
you
I
just
just know
gotta
some
find the
white
right
people
one, because there's some white people that really don't really
they
look at
really
color really
turn up
down
if
for
they
you
hear
like that.
somebody
There's
say
some
something
white,
racist to somebody.
but
Like
you
I
got
really know some of them too. So it's not all of them,
yeah.
but it's a
It
big
just
enough group
depends
to have
on
motherfuckers looking at them crazy.
when the last time they white people for real. Because if they white people, like, if they did some wild shit back then and they learned from it now, then they good. But if they ain't did the shit that made them, like, white people yet, if you know what I'm trying to say.
But I tell everybody, all that shit is taught. Ain't no, you're not born hating nobody. Cause when everybody in elementary and especially like middle school and shit, everybody be having friends of different types of colors. Like everybody,
No, that
my
shit
all
started
my first
elementary
best friends
school.
like in elementary and middle school were all white kids because of the school I went to.
I
So
think it's
like
all the
to
case by
me,
case.
racism wasn't real till I got till about the 8th grade and I had my first like nigga wake up call. Like so I ran into a racist ass white person and I didn't realize what was really going on because in my mind that shit wasn't real. You feel me? Because I never seen it in person until that day. So like
I
I believe
mean,
that's learned behavior, bro. Like
yeah, it's case by, because I know I met white people that was pretty cool, but I would say white girls wouldn't be my next race that I would like date after black women. It'd probably be Latina. I always wanted to see what Latina was like. I always wanted this. I always wanted to
them
just see what
motherfuckers
Latina
crazy
was
too,
like.
man. Them
They be
motherfuckers
fine as
crazy.
hell.
Everybody got that goddamn problem.
Oh, everybody got their
Motherfuckers crazy.
problems.
They just
Black
gonna
women ain't
cut you
innocent
out in
either.
Spanish.
Ain't innocent either. You know how many black women? I ain't gonna
I
say a
just
lot.
love
I met a
women.
couple
I just
black
love
women that
women
literally
in
talk
general.
about how
Like
they
I
hate
don't
black
even care
men.
about the color.
Literally
You
talking
feel me?
about.
Like
I've met a couple black women how they literally talk about how they hate black men. Literally talking how. So it's like
I love black men.
and I know black men who do that about white women talking about if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Like, boy, shut the fuck up. Like, your mama, your grandma, your sisters, every woman in your family black as fuck. And you over here talking about you don't love black women. You think black women this, that, and the other. Did that shit apply to your mama too?
no, I like
What
black
about your
women,
grandma? You feel me? Like, don't do that.
but
I
that's
I
can't
my
love
stand
word.
black
motherfuckers
women.
like
I'd be long term a black woman.
Listen, there is nothing like it, okay? There is nothing like it. Black are the is the
we
sauce,
are the staple for
okay? Is the
everything.
sauce.
Everything that we do is either taken and brought to their side and flipped around to make it, you
It's
feel me, okay.
everything that we do. Black culture
I
is
ain't gonna lie to
dope.
y'all. I gotta turn my mic off.
We
I gotta
started,
see.
and then years
I'm
later
sorry,
they take
stream.
it.
But yeah,
Think about what's popular now. Is what black people was doing. What when?
No, he can't. He went out a little bit. He'll be back. Yeah, I understand that though. Me personally, yeah, I understand that. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. You definitely not wrong. I know me personally, like I say, I'm open to dating out my race. I never have before, but I'm open to it. It just depends on who it is. I think in the day for me, I like the first woman that meets all the check marks I'm looking for as far as a wife.
Yeah.
I can look past. I can look past the race part.
So this is the reason why I say that, because I had this white boy in my inbox right after I posted a picture. I knew it was gonna attract people. Like I knew when I posted that my DMs was gonna be flooded. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. He came in my inbox and he was trying to talk to me, and I was like, I couldn't tell whether he was black or white from his profile. So I was like, send me pictures of you because I can't really see what you look like. And I was like, oh, you a white boy. He was like, yeah, but I'm only white above the waist. Red flag number one.
Yeah.
Red flag number one. And then this little white boy says niggas to me in the chat.
what be wrong with them when they do shit like that? That shit be
Sir,
weird. Like
I
I
don't
was
know
dating
who
this
the
one
fuck
once,
you
but
thought you was talking to, but I am not one of them. Like, you lucky I didn't expose your ass. I just blocked you. And
I had a white girl like that. She was like, niggas this, niggas that. I'm looking at her like, just cause you fuck with niggas don't give you the right to be saying that kind of shit. You feel me? Like you gotta relax, little mama, cause I don't fuck with that.
Why black women call us niggas,
But
bro.
like I was
I
saying
don't
before,
even like what
went to
black
the
women. I don't
bathroom.
even
Like
like the only
they
person I'm
take
alright with
everything
calling
we
me a
do,
nigga is
like,
my homies. That's it. I don't like. I
and
don't
they
even like what
find
black
some
women.
way to
I
make
know
it
everybody
okay. But
outside
when
my
we
race
doing
call
it,
me
it's
that.
like ghetto or whatever the case may be. Like, like y'all see, I got my ears gauged, right? I was
Yeah.
talking to somebody about this the other day, and they was like, "That's that white people shit." Like, no, it's not. They took that.
no,
They went to Africa and they seen what they was doing, and they brought that shit
Oh yeah,
back
the
over here and
Africans
started
started
doing
that.
it themselves.
The Africans started
Like,
that.
bro, a lot of the shit that they do, we started. We had to
everything
stop
that
or like
they do, we start.
everything.
Everything.
You're not even
Everything.
lying.
Everything.
Yeah, but I say
And it's not even
everybody
just
outside
white
of
people;
black
it's
person
everybody.
call me a nigga, bro. Like I said, like that's one of the rules. Like if I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend, like my girlfriend can't call me a nigga. I'm your man, I ain't your nigga. I'm your If you call me, I did my girlfriend in the past did that one time. She learned her lesson from that. Cause as soon as she did that, then she did it in front of all her homegirls too. She's like, yeah, this my nigga. I let that shit slide. I'm like, okay. I remember shit though. As soon as she got around my homeboy, I was like, yes, my bitch. Yep, this my. Like, oh, what you call me that? I remember, yeah, a couple weeks ago, you called me a nigga in front of your, yeah. And she ain't do that shit no more. Yeah, from going on in,
And you see how easy
I'm
it
your
is
man. I ain't your
to
nigga.
fucking like make a motherfucker understand that type shit. So that's why I don't get why like some females when you do shit like that to try to show them like they take super offense to that, but they don't see what the fuck they done.
Yeah,
Like that shit be crazy, and I got a sister that's like that, and sometimes her niggas be calling me like look, my sister just my sister. I don't know what to tell you, brother.
it
Cause
be
the
like
one
that.
nigga like she literally beat him the fuck up, and he called me was like, man, what you, man, come get your sisters. Like I can't do nothing for you. Like I'm the first nigga she ever put her hands on. She definitely don't give a fuck about
You know,
me.
I can't. Female can't put in hands. I swear to God, I ain't never had no problem. All my girlfriends, like, bro, my girlfriend always been calm. They always been conservative. Like, I literally like all my years of dating, bro. I ain't never got no big argument with no girl. I ain't never
You
fought with no
shouldn't.
girl.
I
Nothing,
like mine. I
nothing.
like
Like,
mine a little ghetto. I ain't even gonna lie to
okay,
you. I
oh
like
hell
But
no.
being
like
ghetto
As
doesn't
soon as you
mean
ghetto, you go
no,
right
that's
into
what
the
I'm
fun
saying. Like I like a
category.
little
You
bit
go
of
right into the
ratchetness every now and again, but like I feel you. Like don't put your hands on me. You can call me whatever you want to. Just don't put your hands on me.
I teach my sister that now. My sister 18. And, she about to go out here in this dating world. She asked me what's some of the rules. I should know. I was like, one, I like, bro, don't ever. I don't care what dude ever put your hands on dude because you don't know how that dude gonna react. 'Cause some dudes will beat shit out of
And
you. Not saying it's right or not. I ain't saying it's right,
Nope.
but it's
Hey,
not right.
listen.
But
I told my sister a
they'll do
long
it. It
time
ain't
ago,
right.
if you
You
brave
want to act
enough
like
to
a
hit a
nigga, they'll
man,
treat you like one. They'll treat you like.
you should be ready for him to hit you back. Like, and that's my sister. I told her I love you, but if you hit a nigga, like every nigga not gonna give you that you feel me,
That
like that
leeway, but
That's
leeway
why
you
I
want to
don't
act like
believe
one
nobody should put their hands on nobody. I don't
at
believe
all. Like,
at
at
keep your hands
all.
to
all. Like,
yourself.
cause
Don't
I
cross
don't want
that
you to put
road.
your hands on
Don't
me,
even
so why
do
If
it.
would
you
I
want
put
my
Don't
my
ass
hands
even.
on
whoop,
you?
call your brother or something. You feel me? Like if you want me whoop that bad, call somebody to come with
I
me. Don't put your
listen.
hands on me though, bitch.
This is the way I look at it. I don't even hit my kid as like a punishment. I don't do spankings because I don't want
Hey,
him to
hey, Bailey,
teach him that
can you
hitting
remind Bailey
anything is
about my Long
okay.
Island?
Like shouldn't nobody be hitting you at all. If anybody hits you, it's a problem. Period.
Anybody.
Anybody hit you, it's a problem. I don't even hit you, bro. So if
I
I
seen
don't
shit
hit
like
you,
that
shouldn't
happen
nobody
fast.
hit you.
I seen my
Period.
homeboy nose get broke by his girl. I said, shit, could be me. I was promised you, I'm not the one to put my hands on a girl, but I swear, if my girl break my nose, I'm gonna slap shit out of her. I'm gonna slap absolute shit out of her. I'm
Like I
gonna
said
slap.
earlier, I got 10
I'm,
sisters, bitch. Pick one. Be on
The
one today.
moment, see, look, this is me, and
Shit.
this just may be my like me being emotionally mature. But the moment I feel like I need to put hands on you, or we get into that point where I feel like violence is
I
necessary,
gotta leave.
I need to go. Leave
Yeah,
me
I'm out of
alone
here.
and
I
let me
swear to
be,
God.
please, please, because I'm
I don't know.
recognizing that this is getting out of hand. So, and I've tried everything I've needed to do to de-escalate this situation, and you keep taking it further and further and further. I'm done.
I don't know. I never been in that situation before. Like I said, I never got in no big argument with no girl. At least not my girlfriend. Like I ain't never got in an argument with her like that. You know, we had some. I'm pretty mature. I like mature women. I don't like the woman that her instinct when there's a conflict start yelling and cussing, start yelling.
It
That's the
shouldn't
reason why
be.
I ain't never date no woman like that. And I never will.
It shouldn't
You
be
start your
though.
instincts to to start yelling and cussing like I'm a little boy, then you ain't got no damn shot with me. You ain't got no because we're adults. We talk like adults. So like I'm not gonna yell and cuss at me like I'm a little boy. Yeah, I'm a grown man. Grown.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't teach my. I don't even. I be trying not to yell and cuss at my son because I'm not teaching him that that's okay. Like none of that is okay. Everybody should talk to you calmly, coolly, collectly, asking
Should
how
nobody
you
be calling
feeling.
you at your name?
Correct. Tristan, how are you feeling? You tell me how you feel. Let's talk about why you feeling that way. So
Right.
that when he gets older, he is able to do that. Like, and I need these everybody to be taught the same thing. Like emotional intelligence is the utmost important. Like if you are emotionally intelligent, you can conquer anything.
Facts. And I be telling everybody when it come to my niece and my nephew, y'all better teach y'all kids how to goddamn keep their hands to themselves because I'm teaching them both. Hey, it don't matter the sex, the size. If somebody put their hands on you, you fight the fuck back. Because we're in that kind of era where motherfuckers think it's just okay to put their hands on people. And all I can tell you, you better not touch neither one of mine. They ain't my kids, but they are my kids. So, and I be telling everybody like they not gonna be bullied. My siblings wasn't bullied because I told them the same thing. But my sister took that and ran with it because she be just doing too much, like I said. But but all the kids that grew up with me or grew up around me, like, nah, we not finna have none of that. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. Don't let nobody intimidate you. None of that. Even if you feel like you can't win the fight, pick something up and slap the shit out their ass with it. Like, don't ever in your life let nobody punk you down or make you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're not safe. Because you are in charge of your own safety, believe it or not.
You are.
Right. I agree. Y'all got any last thoughts on the men versus women? You know, sex is the same and not. And I already told my stance. I think it's nowhere near the same. I think it's nowhere.
Like
Consequences different. All of it's different.
like y'all said, women control the physical.
Men,
Women control the
men,
physical, men
and men
control the
control
commitment.
facts.
So
I don't think even a lot of women can even fathom that either. Cause I literally like. I think of one thing. I think one. I'm definitely on both sides, but especially like with a lot of ladies today. Like a lot of ladies lack accountability for things. Like accountability for
Yes.
things. It's like
I've been
everything can be
waiting for that
switched
point to be
around to
brought
being a
up.
man's fault. Everything can be. That's one of the biggest issues. Like, I want to us to get back together. Cause you got to admit, like when it comes to society, everything's one sided. Society tells you that everything's man's fault. It don't really hold women accountable for things, because women got a lot to do with why things the way it are now too, just like men are.
Yes.
Just like, and until women and masses start admitting that, we ain't gonna get nowhere. We ain't gonna get. The men can change all they want, but if women don't change their side, then we're not gonna get anywhere. We're not.
I agree. I think both sides, there is stuff that needs to be done on both sides that needs to be elevated if we are going to get to some sort of consensus or agreement, because right now both sides is wilding.
I feel like what it's gonna take is for men to become more emotionally mature as a whole,
Yes.
and also for women to be able to open up and handle those emotions coming from a man.
Yes.
Because what it is women
Because
speak
you
from
can't say
emotion
you want an
and men
emotional.
speak from logic, and that's why we can't understand each other. Because
No.
y'all don't care about logic once your feelings are hurt or something don't seem right to you. Like, you don't care about the logical explanation. You want your feelings to be validated. But and then on a different note, like, a man don't want you to goddamn just start crying when he trying to tell you something like that, because we feel like
Right,
you
but
using your emotions
this
to
is why
manipulate us.
communication this is why communication is important, because if I'm venting to you and I just want my feelings validated, I will tell you that I just want my feelings validated. Like right now, I don't need a solution, because men are quick to want to fix it. So they don't want to hear you cry, they just want to solve the problem. I don't need you to solve the problem right now. I need you to validate what I'm going through and say that
But to us, that's what we're
my
supposed to
feelings.
do, because you're my woman and I don't want to see
Right.
you
So
that
That's one of
way.
the duties
So
of.
that's what
That's
we're
gonna go right
thinking
into our next
logically.
discussion too. That's gonna go
but
right
I
about men leading. That's gonna go right. But that's one that my
but that's
argument for
where
like
like you have
men.
to submit to. Like you have to submit to. Like
See,
when
I
we were
disagree with
saying that
that.
you have to submit to,
See, I
like
just
when I say that I don't need a solution right now, I need you to just validate and hear me, then I need you to be able to do that, because when it's your turn to be validated and heard, I'm gonna do that same thing for you.
We don't care about we do care about our feelings being validated, but we care more about our logic being validated. We care that you listened to what we said and you took everything we said into consideration. Fuck how we was feeling in the moment, because we need you to understand why we said the things that we said. We can
But
come
I
back to
don't
the
need
emotions
see.
later.
Like I had that conversation with my dad, right? My dad, when I would talk to him, I would be looking for validation of my feelings and he would go straight to problem solve. I had to be like, Dad, I don't need you to problem solve right now. I just need you to listen. And then once I can calm down after I get it all out, then we can go into problem solving. But right
But
now,
I
I
don't
need
think
to
y'all
get
realize, like, once y'all start dumping emotions on us, like, our brain automatically goes to, like, how can we fix this? So
and
we
that's my
can't even
point.
focus
Like the
on what the
point.
fuck the rest of the shit you saying,
See, the whole
but
because we're
point
that's
just
where
is
trying to
y'all
figure
need
this
to
is
out how
be
we
why.
can fix it.
emotionally mature.
No, so
That's where y'all
this is
need to
why I
be
say
emotionally
men
mature.
shouldn't be over. This is why I'm against women wanting men to be vulnerable, because it's hard to make logical decisions when you're vulnerable. It's harder. You can't make this.
But
You
I
can't
don't
make
need you
emotional
to make a
decisions. You gotta
logical
make
decision
logical
right
decisions.
now.
You can't
I
make
don't
them.
need you to do that. I just need you to sit with me. I just
I
need you to
mean,
sit with me.
I'm talking about the
Like,
long term. I get in the moment, like, yeah, first thing first, make sure you straight. Make sure you straight. But after that, even then, like, a lot of women want you to stay in that realm. It's like, I have to be strong. I'm the leader of the family. Like, if
like,
I sit here be vulnerable and crying and emotional with you, then I look weak as shit. Now who's
no,
supposed to be the
to
strong one for the
who?
family? I
To
look weak as
who?
shit. Who's supposed to
That's
be?
To
how most
who?
women view it, though. Like, you
Who
can't be
knows
too
that any of
emotional
this is
no matter
going
what
on?
they said,
Bro,
because
so,
if
a
you
lot of
cry
women get
too much
weirded
or
out by a
complain
man
too much,
crying,
now
bro.
you acting like a woman. You
Who
feel me?
do
That's what
you
it always go
Bro,
back
that's
to.
why the rule is, bro. You don't cry. You don't cry. That's why a lot of men don't cry in front of their woman, bro. Unless it's something
That's
serious.
crazy.
Unless
I
it's
want my
something.
nigga to cry to me. Cry to me.
That's
Cry
No,
to
you.
not
me.
That's
not so
you,
you
Cry
can
bro. A
throw
to
lot of
that shit
women
up
me.
in
don't
my
feel
face,
that way.
calling me
Be
a
That's you,
crybaby.
vulnerable
your
with me,
own.
baby.
Like, no.
Express them emotions with me. Be safe with me. You are safe here. I am your peace.
I just know a lot of women
Come
don't
to
feel that way. A lot of
me.
women look weird.
A lot of women, yeah, a lot of
They
women
won't.
don't
They
think
won't
like
even.
this.
Because big thing about men is respect, and a lot of women will not respect their man the same way if they sitting there watching them
That's
ball out, cry
crazy.
the whole
That's
time, ball out, cry.
crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
just what
They're
that's just
not
what
emotionally
society has
mature
given
with
us,
it.
though. Like,
Yeah, it just depends on what it is. Like, you all right to shed some tears, like,
I can't even
loved
see.
one died, something like that. But if you had a rough day at work, you can't come home, baby. I had a rough day at work, all that
Why
shit. No,
can't you?
you can't do all that. You can't do all that. Cause they
Why?
gotta be
Who?
strong for your
Says
family.
who?
If
That
you
Says
shit
if
is
if
not
you
gonna
who?
go
show
how you
vulnerability,
think.
your whole family gonna crumble. your whole your
Hold
job
on,
is as
y'all.
the
I need
leader
No,
of
y'all
the
to be
the
household.
right
You be
whole
back.
strong with
family
your
crumbles
family.
when you're not supportive. The whole family crumbles when you're not supportive. The family doesn't crumble when you show emotion.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
not
man's
when.
job to get through that. That's a man's job to get through that.
And
That's
it's
why I
the
say, man,
woman's
you have
job
to
to
be
support her
mentally
man
strong
through
enough
that.
to support a family.
It's a woman's job to support her man through that. If the man is going to be the head, then the woman is the neck. Who you think holding you up, bruh? You gotta talk to me. My man gotta talk to me. I don't give a
Another
damn.
thing
You gonna
is
have to talk to me.
another reason, 'cause a lot of women like to say this is like say it's gay for men to go talk to their homeboys about certain things instead of their woman. I was like, man, women don't understand all the men struggle. Don't understand, like some things your homies understand more than your woman gonna understand. Same thing. Like me personally, if my wife chooses to go talk about certain things with her homegirls over me,
No,
I won't
I
have a
talk to
problem
my
with it. I won't
no,
have a
I
problem
talk
with it. I won't have a problem with it because her homegirls gonna understand certain things that I just won't understand as a man coming
nope,
from a
I'm
woman.
still
I
gonna
just
talk to
won't.
you. I'm still gonna talk to you. I'm still gonna talk to you. But that's just me. That's just me. Cause I talk like one thing I do, I talk to my daddy about everything. 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 I talk to my daddy about everything. Like, because I know my daddy not gonna steer me wrong. And once I get a husband, I need you to take over the role that my father has. So I need to be able to talk to you about everything. Everything.
Husband role and dad role completely different. That's different.
No, it's
Some things
not.
share, but some not.
It's
So there's some things your dad should do for you that you can't expect your husband to do for
I
you.
should be able to talk to you more because you're my husband.
I don't know. I just feel like I give you an example like if my wife come home and she knows she's really struggling with her menstrual cycle or whatever, like the whole like her boobs are leaking and stuff like that. As a man, I could be there to console her. Like, of course, I'm be there, hug her, cuddle her and shit, make her feel better and stuff. But when she started talking about it, I'm like, bro, I don't know how to help you with that. I have no idea what that feels like.
But that's
But you can go to your
okay.
homegirls and talk like that.
It
Not
doesn't.
all your homegirls have been through that before. Have been
But
through that before.
sometimes it's not like needing you to know, like, I need you to feel exactly what I'm going through. Like, damn, I just feel bad. Can you just make me feel better? Like, damn, I like chocolate and cookout. Like, so bring me chocolate and cookout. Like, why is that?
That part I understand. That part I understand. Like I do all that. It's just like when it comes down to
Like,
like just talking about it, it's like
but
some
then I
stuff is
think,
like I
like,
don't
but
know
there
what that
needs to
feels
be
like
a
as a man,
stigma
but
against talking about it. Like, so say like you have a wife, right? And she died. You have a daughter. Who gonna talk to your daughter about that shit other than you?
absolutely. But yeah, it just
You have to be educated about it.
Look, I had to go get a drink. Fuck with y'all. Shit, I got intense over here.
oh yeah, we get down like this. It supposed to been a couple other people coming on, but I guess they was running late
Hey,
or whatever.
you gotta get my contact information because I'm gonna have to come on some more of these.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
I
sure.
fuck with the topics. I fuck with the flow of everything going on over here. Tori, I appreciate the invite. You know what I'm saying? Gang shit, no lame shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. You welcome
But I
anytime,
really need
man.
somebody to roll up.
Yeah,
Just,
it's good though.
I wish
Just
I was at
oh,
home so I could just.
yeah. It's all good. I just
But
know, on the whole leader things. Like the reason why I want to talk about that was because one of the things I think the issue today is like a lot of women want a man that can lead, but I was
don't
talking
want
about
to
this on the
allow
table
him to
earlier.
leave.
They want a man to lead, but two things happen: either they ain't qualified, because everyone, I don't care what nobody say, every woman don't deserve that type of man. Every woman doesn't deserve that type. Only
Facts.
certain women do. Every certain woman do. It's like you don't qualify for that type of man, or you can't handle what comes with a leading man, a competent leading man in the household. And I think a lot of women want the best of both. They want a man to lead, but they also want to be involved in everything. Be involved in everything. It's like it doesn't work that way. You get one or the other. You want to be involved in everything? Go get a partnership. Go
Facts.
get a
But is
like.
it not a partnership
It
already?
can't be both.
No, no,
It
no,
can't
no,
be
no,
both.
no.
Just
It
because
can't
you're
be
leading
both. It
doesn't mean
can't
this
be.
isn't
When
a
a man is
partnership,
the leader,
right?
your job, listen, as a partnership, is your job to lead together. When the man or the woman, when one person is solely a leader, the other person's job is to make them a better leader. And I don't think that's what women can't fathom about having a man that's a leader. Like, it's your job to make him, you feel me, a better leader in any way that you can. Not meaning you don't need to be involved in everything he got going on, but in any way that you can help, you should.
Like he
And
should be
you
as a
should
leader, he
allow
should
him
be able to
to
make a
lead
decision
you
in the
to the better
household, and it
future
should
that y'all are
be
supposed to have.
automatically 10,000 questions with everything he do. It should be, I trust you, babe. I trust you. Like we want to hear that sometimes. Hear that sometimes. Like hear that. I don't need you to ask 10,000 questions with every decision I make. Every decision. This is why you. This is why you married me. This is why you married me to trust me to take care of the house. You. This is
But I feel like all it would take was for a woman to be put in that the position where the man is at and see all the pressures that shit come with for them to understand that shit. Hold on, I got a burp. It ain't trying to come out.
like good.
And I can say the same about men too, because I ain't gonna sit here and bash women. Because some men, if you put them in a single mother position, they gonna fucking fold because they not gonna know what to do when that baby get to fucking crying, and they can't figure out why the fuck the baby crying.
That's true.
You feel me? Like, so that's why I see that shit from both sides. So like, me, that's why I learned how to do all that shit myself. Like, you can leave a baby with me, you gonna come back, the baby be straight. You feel me? You come home, I have a full meal cooked. I ain't talking about no fucking, you feel me, some instant out the pack shit. Like, I can cook, my boy. Like, I learned how to laundry, wash, separate, all that shit. I do all that shit, bro. Make up the bed, hospital corners. Like, I be telling bitches, I don't need you for nothing but companionship. Like, literally, that's it.
Yeah.
I
Really,
get my
when
own
it comes to
bread. I
like,
got my own crib. I got my own
yeah,
car. You feel me?
when it really
I
comes
can
to
I
women,
could be a homemaker if I wanted to, but
what it really comes down to, like, really, you got two options. I feel like women got two options. You can go be with the man that's a leader, but you gonna have to be all right with the fact that you don't have control. I don't want to use the word control. That's the bad word for it. That's a bad word. I'm trying to figure out a word to use for it. He's the leader of a relationship. He's gonna make not all you're gonna be a part of it. He's gonna ask for your opinion and stuff on certain things, but some things he's not gonna involve you in every single decision that's made because it's his job to lead the house. So that means when shit also, but I would say on the men's side, if you want to be a lead, if you want to be a leader of your household, when shit hit the fan, it's your job to fix it, not you and your wife. That's the kind of relationship you ask for. That's more of a 50-50 relationship. Which I will get for it. Second option women, you want a 50-50 relationship, fine. You're gonna get the same
which I
amount of decision
believe
making,
in
everything. But when
today's
shit hit the
society,
fan, you can't holler. Oh, it's the man's job to lead, getting out the shit, getting out the shit. No, it's both of y'all now. So you want a partnership. It's both of
and I'm
y'all.
saying in today's society, I feel like we're moving more towards that because women don't want to be told what to
What to
do
do? No, that's
and
really
all
what it
this
comes
other
down to.
stuff.
Women
And
do
I'm like,
not want to be
don't
told
look
what
at
to
it
do.
like
Do
that.
not
Like,
want to be told.
listen, I was hanging out with, because I got a group of mixed friends. You feel me? Some girls, some boys, but we was all hanging out the other day. And we was about to go somewhere. My homegirl was like, let me call my man and see what he got going on. You feel me? And everybody was like, what you gotta call that nigga for permission? Blah blah blah. And I was like, yo, y'all chill out on her. Like, she been with this man for like 3. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. She been with this man for 3 years. He take care of her. She take care of him. You feel me? They make decisions together. That's what the fuck they do. I've been with her plenty of times, and she called him, goddamn asking, hey, babe, I'm about to goddamn slide, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You cool with that? You need anything before I go? You feel me? It's a respect thing, and they are doing it 50-50. You feel me? They both go to work. They both pay bills. They both take care of the house. So, yes, she does have some say-so in what the fuck, and vice versa, you feel me? And I feel like in today's society, we moving more towards that. Because, like I said, women don't want to be told what to do. And men are tired of being looked at as a fucking bank, you feel me? Because a lot of women these days, they don't give a fuck about you. They just want to know if your goddamn wallet fat and if you can goddamn do this, and that for her. You feel me? And I
Pretty
hate
much.
that to say it like that because I don't want it to be that way, but shit, it is what it is.
That's like one of the one-sided thing because I think a lot of men has like went on accepted the fact that we like we a resource first and then a person. But this is one of the things women like to argue against. Women like the love out of opportunity because even I talked to a girl today, she argued against it. She's like, no, it's about the personality and stuff like that. But like, see, before you get to the personality stuff, he got to bring a certain thing to the table first. You ain't about to fuck with no nice guy that's broke. nice guy that's bro fucking on nice guy. You rather have the guy that at least got some money, at least like competitive and stuff. He gotta be rich necessarily. But like it don't matter how
She
nice
seen
he is,
you with
how cool
some
he is, how
jewelry
good he
on, some
treats
nice
you. If he
clothes, or she
broke,
seen you driving a car, whatever it
he's
was.
homeless, then you ain't about to fuck with him like that. You ain't about to really fuck. Like, and that just facts for a lot of women. That's just facts. So it's like, but men have accepted that. I don't have a problem with that. I ain't even complaining about it. Like if I was a woman, I'd be the same way. What the fuck I'm like being with somebody that's homeless and shit.
Men can have them same standards though.
Not
Men
really.
should have them same standards though.
We can't men. That's one of the things men also accept that we can't really voice our preferences on anything. We can't really. We can't
Yes,
say
you
what type of woman
can.
we
Y'all just
want.
don't want to.
Do you want me to tell you why it's not the
No, we
same
Y'all really
can't.
story?
can.
Because
We
even
get shut down
hold
for it.
on, because I'm gonna shut all that shit down right now. The reason it'll never be the same is because usually when a man and a woman get in a relationship, the man's money become both of their money, but the woman money will always be her money. So that's why that shit don't even pan out like that. Like it'll never be like that ever. Cause I've seen women goddamn be with a man, they come up, he help her come up, she get past him, now she leaving him because he a broke boy now, or I
That's
make more
crazy.
money than you, or
Ain't
whatever
no
the case
way.
may be, like that
Ain't no
shit.
way. Because I put my man on, take this money and reflip it back so we can keep doing that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. He the reason she got to that position. Like I know this one girl, she dated a nigga all throughout college because his family was helping fund her college, taking care of her while she was in school and shit. Well, after she graduated and got her job and got that first big paycheck, she got rid of that nigga.
That's crazy. Ain't no
We
way.
like that, bro.
Like somebody
Ain't no
that
way.
supported you
But
through
niggas
all
still
this
do.
bullshit, like yeah.
Even when it comes to the
I
preferences,
mean,
bro, like
not as
it's
much.
two sided.
Men don't
Like
get
when,
that.
like how many times you heard
And if
women
it
say,
is,
like how many times you heard women say, hey, like the women, the one I hesitate to say, bro, I ain't fucking with no bum, I ain't fucking with no broke nigga, this and that. Like nobody questioned that. Like dudes, I don't like honestly, most men don't even have a problem with women saying that. It's like it's cool, it's whatever. I get it, we get it. But then on the other side, if as a man,
men
say,
are
man,
not allowed to
I'm
have
not messing
preference.
with no fat girl. I ain't
Yeah.
messing with no masculine woman, boy. As soon as you say that, oh you
A
insecure,
bitch can definitely
oh
say,
he
"Oh,
an
I don't like
asshole,
short
oh
dudes."
he an
Like,
as soon
damn,
as
the
you say
nigga
that,
can't be
as
short. You
soon,
feel me? Like y'all just be turned into motherfuckers. But when we say some shit like that, it's
I
a
love
fucking
my
problem.
short kings.
No, I was just using that as a fucking example because I
no,
got
it's
this
just an
one
example.
homeboy.
Like
Like,
I
I
ain't got a
had
problem with
to.
big girls.
This is
It's
how I know. This is how I know I've emotionally matured because way back when I used to be a height queen. Like I used to say, like because I was 5'7", I used to wear like 5'6" heels everywhere I went. You know what I'm saying? So I would like turn into 6'1", could be 6'6'1" at my tallest. So I was like, I'm not fucking no nigga who ain't taller than 6'3".
and see, that shit ain't even right because niggas can't control how fucking tall they are.
No, you
At
can't.
least with fat girls, she can go to the gym, change her diet up or
oh
something.
god,
Shit,
and
like,
like bro, I
but that
remember one
man
girl
can't
tried
just
to
grow
argue that
4
shit
inches
was insane. I'm
overnight.
like, bro,
Like,
you can't control your fucking height. Like everybody, most people can control their damn weight. Most people that's overweight, and I can say this because I'm overweight. Like, man, I
or
can say
like
this,
I
it's a
know,
choice. It's a choice for a lot of people, bro. That's a choice. That's a choice. You can choose to go to the
you
gym,
feel me?
stay in shape. You can choose.
But it's like, and then we got on the conversation because my homegirl was like, "Oh, I broke up with such and such because his dick was little." I was like, "But you said you liked him as a person. Like, why the fuck should that even matter? Like, like he can't control like that. Like, it's just like you can't control what the hell your coochie may or may not look like."
I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna roll with that because I ain't gonna lie. If I meet a girl, her pussy trash, I ain't gonna cap. I can't even go no further,
But
bro.
that's
I
the
can't
thing. She
even
didn't
go
say
no
the sex was
further. I
bad. She
can't
just
even
said
go
he
no.
had a little Peter, and I was like, "Well, I mean, if you like what." Shut up, girl.
No.
I forgot I was in public. I'm too
No,
bright.
but like, okay, we can talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it
All right.
because I can like you all I want, but if you cannot satisfy me like that, this is never going to work. Because I need my person to be able to satisfy me in all ways. And if I'm always left wanting
I
more
feel
because
like,
you can't do enough.
but can't you teach somebody what you like and help them understand like how to instead of just saying like I
Why
fuck the
would you do
nigga
that
all
when you just
together?
find somebody you already know how to?
But what
Thank
if you
You
don't
you.
like that
already know.
person?
Thank
That's what I'm
you.
saying. Like
I'm
I don't
we.
know.
I don't understand. I'm 30.
I
Like
can't
we
be mad.
grown. We
Thank
grown.
God I've never had that problem, but I'm just saying, like,
And but you wouldn't know as a woman how it feels to like if a nigga only got 2 inches. It don't matter how much I like you, bro. Like there's nothing you can do.
no, because there's a thing that females do. Like, y'all bitches will hype their coochie up so much, and then when you finally get it, and you be like, that shit
I
was
don't see.
not
That's why
what you told me
I
it
don't
was.
have conversations. I don't have
It's like a
I don't
girl
like to
trait.
have conversations about sex at all because I'm not about to sit here and tell you how good my shit is. I'm gonna just let you find out because I know when you find out what it's gonna be. I don't have to say shit. I don't have to hype
Facts.
myself up. I don't have to tell you that I got the best coochie on earth. I don't have to tell you that because when I decide to take it there with you, you gonna find out.
Facts.
Facts.
I don't feel the need to brag, and I don't like having conversations about sex. That's
And a lot of
oftentimes how
women
I
though, they'll
know,
ask
like,
you straight up like these days. I just always tell them the same thing. I ain't never had no complaints, and I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. So that's all I ever say.
I don't even like talking about it. As soon as you bring it up, I be like, and I'm not talking about it.
Heard.
I'm not even like, what are we talking about that for? Are
Well,
we
like I said,
there
most of the
yet?
time it's brought up to me from the female perspective, like,
See, I don't bring.
or they'll just do some slick shit. Like I don't have plenty of females like come up to me, like sit next to me and start rubbing on my dick for no reason. Like I just want to see something. Like, girl, women are a lot more provocative than men are when it comes down to like when they really want it though, and that's what I meant to say earlier too when we was talking about the whole sex thing. Like if a woman really want that shit, like y'all are way more perverted than men could ever be when it
It's
comes
because
down to
it's
real
less
like
because the women's less risk. Like they can do that shit, and most men ain't gonna like go for it. You know, you ain't about to see a
facts.
woman sit up there, one rubbing on you, say she wants some dick. You ain't about to. Most men ain't about to turn it down. But with men, like bro, you gotta be. It's a risk because you don't know how a woman gonna react to you doing some shit like that. You
But
don't know
Facts.
y'all
how a
have
woman's
to
gonna
be
react.
able to have standards too, though. Like y'all don't know what could happen. Didn't a nigga in Miami catch a STD that he can't get rid of for just fucking a random bitch that was rubbing on him?
Facts.
Facts.
But that's why I say I'm too scared of herpes to be out here doing all that shit. So
Like niggas
just give
can
me
have
one person.
decorum too.
It's
Ain't
okay.
nobody said that y'all can't have standards.
Oh,
I
I
don't
know I
know, man.
can,
It's
cause
like it don't. It feel like society, like, bro. It's like I don't know, man. It just feel like as soon as the men in general like start seeing like some of they preferences they rather have, it's just like everything like argued against or just shut down. So it's like this is why a lot
Right.
of dudes just lie. Not saying it's right. No, I just me
It's that
personally, like
dude.
I make the sacrifice, like, but I'll tell women up front what my intentions are and stuff. You know, sometimes they fuck me,
facts.
sometimes they don't. Sometimes I lose out on some play. Being honest, sometimes, but you know, every dude ain't don't have the integrity that I have. They just gonna like, I'll lie, do what I can to get in them pants.
That's
That's
what I
what
be
dudes are.
saying. They niggas will play on women's emotions just to get some coochie and then wonder why women got trust issues because niggas do that.
I won't
I just
argue
That's
feel
about
like
why
that
that.
shit is.
I don't like to have the conversation of what are you looking for in a man or what are you looking for in a partner because you're not about to put on a mask for me and present to me
Oh yeah,
everything
yeah. I
that
ain't gonna
I
lie, cause when
like
I
on
was
a silver
in my early
platter.
20s, that was my go-to line, so I could figure exactly what kind of nigga you like, and that's the nigga I'm gonna be for the next few weeks.
So
So she
I'm not
not wrong.
having
She
that
is definitely right.
conversation. I'm not having
That
that
used to be my
conversation no
go-to
more. I
tactic.
want you to do what you
I
want to
ain't
do
gonna
so I
hold
can
you.
see how you gonna move. Like that's how I feel because I'm gonna do what I want to do so you can see how I move. And if we align, then we align. If we don't,
Facts.
That's facts.
Can you tell Bailey to give me a refill, please?
That's kind of I don't know. I would say I don't know what type of marriage I want, but I do know what type of woman I want. So marriage, I think marriage is gonna depend on where I'm at the time when I with my no long term girl. I
I
feel like
know I want
the
to.
chance
I think.
I feel like I wouldn't like have a decent chance of having a housewife until I'm like unless I'm like wealthy, like I'm like multiple six figures or seven figures. That would be like I think the more money I have, the more chances could possibly have a possibly desire a housewife type woman.
I just
Possibly.
honestly don't see the benefits of having a housewife in this day and age. Like this is not our parents and our grandparents' day and age. Like shit costs, everything costs more. You feel me? Like I was just having this discussion with my dad and my grandpa, and I was asking my grandpa like, how much was all your bills back in the day when you and grandma was married? And he was like, shit, he did everything about around $500, and that was him having two households he was taking care of. You feel me? Because he had a side chick. $500 a month. You feel me? Like
I
that's
wish.
one bill now. You feel me?
Yeah,
And then
I
my
wish.
daddy, he was like, yeah, it went up a little bit when I was doing it, but it was still doable. But now, rent at a fucking, if you don't own your shit, even if you do own your shit, the taxes on a fucking house is crazy now. But like rent for a goddamn 2-bedroom these days be like $1,100 and shit. Like that's not one person doing all that. They gonna be stressed the fuck out. They ain't gonna want to hear, see, or know nothing else when they get off from that work after they done spent all that money on that fucking rent and shit. Like no, you ain't gonna want to know. So that's why I'm saying I'm thinking like the partnerships will fucking benefit us more in the long run because like I said, it just takes some of that stress off of both people. Like you don't have to sit here and stress about how many hours you gotta work to make sure all these bills are covered, and then the woman don't have to stress like, okay, well, you know, I gotta get up in the morning, get these kids ready for school, and I gotta come home and clean up the house and blah blah blah. Like if y'all both attacking that shit from both sides, like there should be no reason for y'all to be stressed about none of that shit. So that's what I want in the long run because, like I said, I done seen it from the other end, like where one person's paying all the bills and one person is the homemaker. Like that shit be stressing everybody the fuck out. So like, why don't y'all just help each other with y'all what social responsibility you supposedly supposed to have? That way you just take all the stress off of each other.
But that's why
And
he
then
was
also,
saying
I feel like
that's why he was saying you have to be like if you want a housewife, you have to be in a certain pay grade to be able to afford that. So
and I feel
like
like even then it's still a lot of stress. Cause you got them, you making all this money and hell, you barely getting to see any of it because you always at fucking work. Like, you know what I mean? You don't really get to enjoy your family and shit like that. Like, I don't want that shit. Like, my dad, like when I was growing up, he had a job where he only worked 8 hours because he was, you know, selling dope on the side. But after he stopped doing that, he had to get a job where he was working 12, 13, 14 hours a day. So he missed a lot of shit that happened with my other siblings, you feel me? And they all like, I ain't gonna say they resent him, but like when they hear me and my older brother and my oldest two sisters telling stories about how like he was always there and shit, like they be feeling some type of way. Cause now he always at fucking work and he be missing out on shit.
I can relate with that.
So
I honestly think it just depends because like on what type of job you have and where you live because you can get a tech job, you know what I'm saying, which is a 9 to 5, and you pulling in 6 figures easily.
Or you can have like an
but yeah,
online
my daddy
business,
old school, he worked maintenance. Can I get a refill,
the
please?
way you ain't working as much, you still making good money. It just kind of
Cause I
depends, like
can't
situation. You said situation.
on my
It just kind of depends because I know me personally, like if I was to have a housewife, I gotta be making like I said, I gotta be making like 200,000-300,000 plus at minimum. And and I would say that that's not. I would prefer probably to have a woman that works just because I like, bro. Me personally, I can't fathom my woman's life revolving around me. Like
Facts.
I would love my woman, but I don't want to be around my damn woman all the damn time. It's like shit. It's like shit. Like sometimes I want to get off work and just go to the man cave and have a beer and watch the game. And I feel like any woman that's a housewife, she gonna immediately sit there and be waiting for my ass to come home, jump on top of me and shit, fuck with me. It's like, god damn, I don't want to goddamn be around you all the damn time. Like shit, I need my space a little bit. Damn, need my space a little. So it's like that's like one of my concerns with me with that. And then like, but I would say the one positive of having a housewife, like you don't gotta worry about your kids not getting no attention though. But that's like one of the problems like today.
But
Even
that's
us
what I'm
feeling
saying. The
like
attention should be coming from both of y'all.
I don't, I don't know. It's the
Like,
reason why they call the mothers the nurturing ones. The mothers like the mothers are the one that bring culture into the household. They're the nurturing ones. Not saying the fathers don't like have a role with their kids. Of course, the father's gonna take care of their kids too. But it's the reason why the mother. It's the reason why for history, the mothers has taken the lead when it comes to kids. Has taken the lead. They tend to be better
because
like
men weren't
relationship
taught
with
to be
kids.
nurturing. We were only taught to be the driving force when it come to being like, you know what I'm saying, disciplinary and all that shit. And that's not fair to us. Like, oh shit, I keep doing that shit. I'm glad I got a hard head. But like I keep telling them, bro, like that shit's not fair to the men. Like, we shouldn't have to come home from work and have to, you know what I'm saying, discipline the kids after they been with you all day because you don't know how to fucking be, you know, stern with them. Like, that's not fair to the man. Because then sometimes that creates a false image. They're like, okay, daddy's the bad guy. You feel me? Like, he's the one always whooping us and shit. Like, that's not fair to the man. Just because you're too soft or too nurturing to discipline your child when they're acting up. Like, I feel like that's why I said the roles, everything should be 50-50 so everybody understands the dynamic of what the other person has to do.
And that goes into being upfront about parenting styles before you have kids. Because I made it abundantly clear that I didn't want my child getting whoopings. I don't want him being taught. I don't understand why hitting anybody else is considered abuse, but hitting children is supposed to be okay. Like, no, if you want them to be
Facts.
emotionally intelligent, then you have to teach them
Facts.
emotional intelligence. You have to
I was
teach
just
them how
telling
to
my
guide
cousin that
emotions.
shit
Like, adults have tantrums all the fucking time.
all
You
the
know what I'm
time.
saying? And ain't nobody beating our ass when we like get mad and get frustrated. So why the fuck will we beat our kids for getting mad and getting frustrated? No. Teach,
Especially at they small ages where they
you know
don't
what I'm saying?
they
Teach
quite
them how
understand
to
their
navigate
emotions and
that, and
thought
you wouldn't
processes.
have
You
to
feel
run
me?
into them problems when they get to be 7 or 8 because they now understand how to identify those emotions. Like, when I get angry, I know I need to look for a secondary reason. Like, when my son say he mad, I'm like, all right, you're mad, but what's under mad? Because mad is secondary. What's the real reason why you're upset? Let's talk about it. Let's identify the problem. Like, what's really the problem? Or if he calls me and he say he's sad. Why are you sad?
That's a good
Oh, you
topic.
miss me. Oh, are
I'm
you
really
awake by
neutral on that.
yourself? Is nobody awake? Let's get to, oh, you're awake. Like, I just get to the root of it. I want my son to be as emotionally intelligent as possible and know how to respond to situations in the most calm and mature way, because that's how I want people to interact with him. Like, my son is big, like he's huge for his age. Like, so I just need I just need him to know how to just navigate the world correctly and
No, I wonder
understand
what
that
the chat saying.
if somebody isn't communicating with you in this way, then don't talk to them.
So viewers, what y'all think about that? Y'all think children should be whooped or not? I'm very neutral on that. I ain't gonna lie.
I am too. I
I'm
got
very
my ass
neutral on
whooped too,
that.
but I
And
needed some of
on
those.
one
I
hand,
ain't gonna hold you. Like, I
so on
needed
one
some of
hand,
them
like
ass
me,
whoopings.
I
I was bad
prefer
as
not to
hell.
whoop my. If I had kids, I prefer not to whoop them. Like, I would highly prefer not to. But on the other hand, like, I have seen cases like, bro, sometimes, bro, it's like, you can talk all you want, bro. Kids ain't about this. Kids, like, you can talk, yeah, fuss all you want. It's just not gonna register to them unless you like bring out that belt. Unless you just bring out, like, it's just not.
And sometimes you
But
ain't
I
gotta hit
don't
them.
know.
As soon
I
as they
just
see
kind
the
of
belt, they
neutral on it.
understand. Like, oh shit.
Hmm?
But see me, I pluck. I don't like spankings. Like, my nephew got on, I pluck the shit out of his head. Like, that's about as far as we go. Or goddamn, I'm petty. So the kids get in trouble with me, I make them hold their hands in the air, like all the way up type shit, and don't put them down till I say put them down. You know, them arms gonna get to burning eventually. So like, it's other ways around that shit. Like, and people like that's kind of abuse too. Like, I didn't hit nobody. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
So
y'all
why am
might
I
look at
getting
it
hit?
as
Like,
you have to, but you have to do something to make them understand. Like, this is things
I
that you
get
do
it,
have
bro.
consequences. Like, you can't just
I think the
talk to
best way
kids
is just
all the time.
figure out
but
what your
I
kid like
think
the most and take that shit away from 'em. You see they get a certain age, like say your kid 13, 14, they on their phone all the time, they ain't doing supposed to shit. Fuck, take their phone away from them for a damn month. Your fucking phone away from them,
it's
Facts.
then they'll do
natural
the fuck they
consequence.
supposed to.
Like, I believe in natural consequences. Like, but I also think that adults need to take more accountability into what their kids get into. Like, my cousin was like, I'm not gonna say no names. My cousin was like, if there's a bowl of glitter on the table and I tell my son not to mess with it, he better not mess with it. And if he do, I'ma whoop his ass. I said, why would you just not move the bowl of glitter? Why would you just not move it somewhere that he cannot access it? Why even set him up for failure? You know what I'm saying? Because kids are going to mess. You know, if you leave it there, he gonna get into it. So why even leave it there? Why even leave it there? Why even leave it
Facts.
there? You know up to.
But I don't be trying to tell people how to parent their kids, but I definitely agree.
Like, we have to take accountability in how our kids is. You gotta, like, you can't just sit and let what you gotta watch them. You gotta be in front of them. You gotta do what you need to do for real. Like,
Yeah.
until they get to a certain age where you know they can manage themselves. But like,
I
why?
would,
Why?
Some people just don't see it like that. They think kids are just supposed to listen to everything you say, which I mean that's how it should be. But like they're little people too. Like they got feelings, they got emotions, they got you feel me, they got
Hell,
different
you
thought
grown and you
processes
don't
than us.
listen to everything that's being told to you. So like, why the fuck?
Exactly. And I know for damn sure I was hard
If
headed as
you
a
want
kid, so
emotionally mature adults, you have to create emotionally mature children. Like,
exactly.
you ain't gonna get emotionally unstable children and then get emotionally mature adults. Like, if you don't want people to have to heal from their childhood, make children. Set them up for success at all times.
a lot of people, it's just a controlling thing for a lot of people. A lot of parents like, bro, you can control. You like children like probably the easiest things to control. It's just easier people
And
to
Easiest
those,
thing
control.
to
So it's like
control.
I'm not saying it's right, definitely not right, but it just I think that I can see that that's like it's like a controlling thing. Like I feel like a lot of parents like it's an empowerment thing. Like, oh yeah, well, I
my
don't
mama
know.
made me do this, like, so I'm gonna make my kids do this. I
Yeah,
struggle, so I'm gonna make my kids struggle. Why would you do that?
I
That is
agree.
the one thing that really be pissing me off about black parents, and I tell these people this shit all the time. Like a lot of friends that I had growing up, like I grew up in an area in the school that I went to because they took me out of the inner city school because I was too smart, basically. Like my family wanted me to have better opportunities, so they sent me to a different school. You feel me? So I grew up seeing all these different things happening with these people and their family, and I was wondering, like, damn, like, why the fuck I ain't getting these same opportunities too? But I realized, like, when you have like parents who want to set you up for success, there's certain things that they're gonna do for you, and
Yeah.
certain things that they're gonna drill into you. Like black parents, motherfuckers can't wait to get the kids out of the house. It's like, bro, like, you feel me? I ain't asked to be here, so I feel like you should be helping me set myself up to get to a point where I won't need you at all. You feel me? But that's not how it work in the black community. But every other fucking race, like they set their
Set
kids
them
up.
up for success, and then, you know what I'm saying, to go off and build your family, your legacy, to do what you need to do and take care of yours. And I'm still able to take care of mine. And then you set your kids up to do the same thing. Like, and it's like we have to get better about financial literacy, generational wealth. Like, that's why it's so important. Like, when our grandparents' houses are for sale, we're not letting them go. Like, keep that in the family. Like, it's so, like, it's, you grow up in the projects, you can't pass your project apartment down to your kids. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like, you have,
I agree with that. Because a lot of black parents don't really set their kids up for success compared to other races do. Really because that's why I say like if the black man, if you want a housewife, like you need to make it. The reason why I say such a high number, 150, 200,000 a year, because a lot of not just black race, but race in general, but especially like the black community, we tend to look at bills as just everyday things, mortgage or rent, utilities, car payments, stuff that affects us every day. Let's pass that. As a man, if you want a housewife, you need to be able to pay all that stuff. Plus, you need to have a retirement fund. You need to have money to invest.
You got money,
You
the
need to
money
have
for
your
the kids,
insurance
take care of the
money, your life
kids. You feel
insurance
me?
money. You need to have college fund for your kids if they choose to go to college. You don't got to
And
worry
you
about
still
paying for
gotta pay
college.
for
They ain't
date
got to worry
nights and
all that.
shit. Like, you
And
feel
money
me?
when
Like,
shit hit the fan. When your car break down, shit like that, so you can have money fixed. You don't have to worry about taking out no loans or nothing. If you can't afford all that as a man, then you don't need a housewife. You can't afford all that as a man. Like that's why I say such a high number. If you don't make that much, then I don't think you should be having a housewife.
and
see,
I don't think
and
honestly,
you
I
should
feel
be
like
having.
most men, once they get to that point, they don't want a housewife anyway. Because now I got all this money, and what the fuck I need
see,
one woman for
I
my,
when
ain't
I
gonna
get
lie, I
my
do
everything,
feel
daddy,
that
all the
way
women I
too.
want.
that's my daddy. What my daddy did is him and his wife worked, right? Until he got to the point where he told her, I don't want you to work no more because I can take care of everything.
And see, a lot of women these days ain't ready to go that route. And even if they do, they get to a point where like they feel like they too up for the man and they leave him.
Hell no, my stepmom gladly was like, I'll sit down. The fuck? I'm tired.
It's a battle too, because a lot of women won't make that room out of fear. It's like, nah, a lot of men just refuse to put their faith in a man. Really refuse. Like, no, I'm going to have my own no matter what. I'm going to have. It's like, I mean, I respect. Like, that's what you want. That's what you want. I respect.
But hey, I'm finna get off here, y'all. My phone finna die. But
All right.
what's your name again, bro? I'm sorry. We've been here talking this whole
No, it's
time.
good. It's Tig. That's my YouTube name,
Hey,
Tig.
it was nice to meet you. Goddamn, like I said, Tori, shoot this man my Facebook name or something. Feel me, bro? Add me. I would love to come back on the show, and I also like to get some advice from you about how to get this shit going. Cause like I said, I want to do my own podcast. But like, anytime you need somebody on your panel, bro, like just call me, bro. Swear to
All right,
God.
bet.
All
Say
love.
less. I got you.
All right,
Appreciate
sis.
you, man. That was good. That was good talk. That was good talk. Yeah, I don't know. That's like I said. I know what type of woman I want, but I don't know what type of marriage I want. Just marriage is gonna depend on where I'm at the time, like how much
Yeah.
money I'm making, stuff like that. But I'm still on. I don't know. I'm still on the fence even. I want to get married or not. Like I like the ideal of it, but it's like, what's the reward of it for a man's side these days? So that's like I'm trying to figure out what's the award of being married nowadays. I used to look at people when I was growing up that like do like the Commonwealth thing, like they don't really get married officially, but they kind of
Yeah.
like that's like damn, that's crazy. But the older I get, the more I understand why they do that now. The more
Right. But it becomes a problem when, like, okay, like my grandparents, right? They were together my entire life. I thought they were married the entire time. They were never married. Never married. My grandpa got sick. My grandma couldn't make no decisions.
that's true.
My grandma couldn't make no decisions until they got married. Like 3 or 4 days before he passed away, like they got married in our living room. And so she could start, you know what I'm saying, handling shit because they weren't married, it wasn't nothing she could do.
That's true.
Like it's marriage is important when it comes to things like, you know what I'm saying, because it's a business. It it really is a business decision. Like people don't look at it like that because it's about loving things, but it's also like the way America has it set up, it's a business decision.
There it is. Because this world ain't really made for you to be living on your own. That's why I laugh. People like, I don't need no man. Or I don't need no. I'm like, no, I like this world is set up for us to be together, not apart. Not apart. Like even like women, one of the things women I can't stand is like, if a man can't bring me this, and then that, and I just why would I go struggle with a man if I could just go do it on my own? I was like, would you rather struggle on your own versus like, get with a man, struggle at first, build your way up, get out of it? It's like I don't know. It's
But
just
it
together is the
depends
better.
on like it depends on that man though, because it'll be like we glorify the struggle of, but it's like when are we gonna stop struggling though?
That's
Like
true.
if you not the type of man that's like that has the ambition to like get out of the situation, and we both could do better on my own. You know what I'm saying? Because helping you out and you not helping the situation out ain't helping nobody out.
That's true. I won't
So
argue
it
against the
depends.
fact when women
It
say not
depends.
as many men like capable of leading. Like it definitely like that's part true. It's not as many men are capable of leading. I won't even concede. I will concede to that part. That is true. That's why I tell men
That's
like the men like you have to get yourself up. You get like I have a controversial opinion. Like me personally, like I I I don't think men. No, I ain't gonna say that. I wouldn't say they shouldn't date in their 20s, but I don't know. It's like men in their 20s. Like I think men and women. That's one of another things is like the difference between men and women. Like our timelines are different in life. Our timelines like men prime is a lot. Men. One thing I get women mature a lot faster than men. Mature like women's gonna mature a lot faster than men. Like it takes men a lot longer to get up to their prime as far as like what society looks at. 'Cause woman's prime and man's prime is different. Like a man prime, his status, what his status in society and his finances looking like. And not all men, but most men don't really get in their prime finance until like in their 30s. That's why me personally, I wouldn't get married till I'm in my 30s. I wouldn't. I don't see myself getting married in my
it's
20s. I don't see my.
I don't think a woman's prime is her 20s. I honestly don't. Like I look back on my 20s and I wasn't in the prime of shit. Like like being a single mom, I wasn't prime. Like you know what I'm saying? Like finances weren't that great because I'm struggling being a single mom. Like I mean, I have my own car, I have my own place, so like bare minimum, yes. But like if you dig beneath the surface, like bro, I'm drowning. Like, and then it's like I, I don't see it. Like I see it now more as like as I've matured, like I'm way more like in my prime now than I would say. Like, I mean, everybody's more fit in their early 20s, yes. Like, but women have a comeback in their 30s and their 40s. That's why cougars exist. Like, don't don't count women out that's mature because they be in their prime too. Like,
I,
let a woman be on her shit and know what she got. She a tough cookie to crack.
it's kind of it depends. I think really like it depends on what kind of relationship a person is looking for. Like if you're looking for a 50-50 relationship for a man, like you don't want a man to lead, nothing like that. You don't you basically you don't want like a high value man. You don't want a man that makes a lot of money and stuff like that, like multiple six figures type man. Then yeah, I think a woman's timeline a lot longer. But I think I know for me personally, I ain't gonna lie. If say let's say I'm 25 now, let's say I'm 35, I'm a millionaire. I ain't gonna lie, my wife's gonna be like probably like I'm 35, my wife probably gonna be like 24 to like 27, 28 range.
So you can
That would be
mold
my
her.
hmm?
So you can shape her in the way you want her to be.
No, 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 no. That's not why. It's just like women when they're younger, they tend to have like everybody know the older you get, the more you live through life, the more trauma you have. Women, well, younger women tend to look the best, like because that's one of the things I know. That's one of the things women can't fathom, but that I think men prove that over and over again that men are physical more than anything else, and men really really like attractive women. Not saying older women are not attractive, definitely are. There's definitely plenty out there. It just a lot of old women tend to come with that trauma, and then it kind of like the biggest thing is like a lot of older women, like I think once you like 35 and above, that's when like you start to become like really hard because a lot of men want like a woman that bring them peace. Are you gonna be agreeable? Or if you want a man that's gonna lead you, you
Right,
gonna
but
allow me
you
to lead
talking
you,
about,
cooperative.
but
A
you
lot of older
talking about,
women, you can't they not cooperative. They stuck in their ways. Like it's not they're not you're not able to cooperate with them. It's just you can't be like really agree with them on anything. Like it gotta be what they want. It's gotta be what.
I think it all just depends on the women you dating because there's 27-year-olds out here that's demanding shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's 27-year-olds out here that's thinking like Instagram is how it's supposed to be. And if you ain't flying me out, like nigga, I ain't talking to you. If you ain't spending paper, I'm not talking to you.
That's
If
true.
you ain't making this and that, I'm not talking to you. Like, I think like when men get to a certain status and they say they don't want a women of their age because they've been through shit, it's because they know niggas ain't shit. So they want to get in before niggas damage the young girl so they can do their damage. And and like it be a cycle for real. Like it be a cycle for real because you'll be 27 dating somebody who's older and you thinking, oh, because he's older, you know what I'm saying? He on his shit, da da da, and it's only he the same type of nigga that these 27-year-olds is. He just older and he wanted to get to you first before the other niggas did. He wanted to be the one to inflict pain on you first, to inflict trauma on you first, to do you dirty first. Like
Um,
it be a lot of that out here too.
Another thing is I think another thing was number one thing also like the whole kids aspect of it too. Cause we all know like even you said I think a couple episodes ago, we all know like once the older a woman gets, like the less likely she has like having children. So it's like I deal with that person like even like the last girl, like I kind of like we never get to the point of dating, but we kind of like went on a couple of dates and stuff. And like she was older than me, like she was like 33. She was
Mm-hmm.
like, and I was like 24. I was like 24, but so that was like a thing that I had in my head with her, even things that she brought up. It's like her time clock is a lot faster than mine. It's like me, I'm not in a
Correct.
rush to have kids stuff, but her, she only got a few more years left to have them, huh? A
Correct.
few more years left to have them. So it's like that
Correct.
was
I
a
talk
thing with
about it
me
all
too. So that's
the time.
another reason why, like, yeah, I'd rather have a younger woman. Cause me, I want to go traditional route. Like, I want to get married first. Then I would like
And
to
then have all the
spend a
kids.
couple.
I can understand that. I
Yeah,
can understand that from that timeline. I can
yeah.
understand that from that perspective. I look at it as me as being 30. Like that's why like I don't want to date anyone for real anymore who doesn't already have children because I don't know if I can realistically give you as many children as you want and still maintain the things that I want before I have kids. Like I want to be married before I have another child. In order for me to date somebody and get married, I need to do that today.
I agree.
I need to be in a relationship by yesterday if I want to get married in time to have at least 2 more kids.
Yeah, see, that's my whole thing. Like, well, I'd rather have if I was like 35, I'd rather have a younger woman. Cause it's like, okay, to me personally, like I want to get married. I want to spend a couple of years like us just having a good time before we bring introduce
Right. And I
kids.
don't
But
have a
her, if
couple
I'm
years
marrying
to have
somebody
a
that's like
good
my
time.
age, it's like, damn, I gotta hurry up and have kids now. Like
Right.
now, like a kid, like now, I
I,
can't even have no time with you. I can't even have. And
I
then
don't have no time to sit and enjoy us being married if you want kids with me, because I got to 35 at the latest 37. So and I'm not saying, because I know women in my family who've had kids later in life, you know what I'm saying? And they, like, I know they've had complications, but they're fine now. I just don't want to have, you know what I'm saying, those issues. So my biological clock is ticking. And so I'd rather be the Brady Bunch at this point. Like, come with your own set, because I don't want to have no more.
yeah, that's really the biggest difference. Like, men don't really have a biological clock as fast as much as women do. Like,
No.
I can have kids at 35, 45, 50, 55, 60. Like, it don't even matter.
89. 89.
89 don't even matter. It don't even matter like that. That's why it's like, man, like I say women have to mature faster than men. But I tell my sister 18, I give her right now. I was like, they don't go out. Like, you need to have a balance. Cause I think she's probably gonna end up going to college. She might be a senior in high school. I think she's gonna end up going to college. So like, go to school, you need to have a balance. Like, bro, don't be like these women out here talking about no hot girl summer and bad and boss bitch era and all this shit. It's like you gonna fuck around and get goddamn 30 something and like, damn, I should have been more serious when I was younger. Damn, I should have been, 'cause all of a sudden you ain't I think it's a guy like, man, he has the best saying. He's like, yeah, he like a lot of women don't realize until you start paying for your own drinks at the bar. Until you start paying, the men ain't paying for your drinks no more. You paying for your own drinks now because men ain't paying attention to you no more. Ain't paying. Then they want to
And
try to
see,
get right with a man. Then they want to try like a little too late now. It's a little too late.
see, and I'm weird because I don't like being approached at all. So I don't know how I'm supposed to date, because when I go out in public, I don't like being approached. Like, so I don't know how I want men to approach me to tell me that they like me, because I don't like being approached at all. Like, I don't like being approached in my DMs, and I don't like being approached in real life.
How you supposed to
Because
be?
I don't know. Like, you gonna have to catch me like on a day where like I'm in, like, I don't know.
Well, I tell you one thing. You gotta look. You gotta be friendly. You gotta look nice. You
At the
gotta look.
grocery store or something.
You gotta look friendly. You gotta look friendly. You gotta look nice. Cause if you're a girl that mean mug all the time and shit, like half the men ain't gonna walk up to you just because of that. They ain't gonna walk
Right,
up. You already like me
like
personally. Like,
I know it turns a lot of people off. Like, cause my cousin will be like, Tori, you gotta fix your face before we go in here. And I'll be like, no, I don't want to. So I'll go in there looking like I want to murder everybody in here. And that's just
I like to use analogy with women because I was talking to one earlier that was saying that like we was talking about the whole bunny thing or what we was talking about. Oh, we was talking about the same thing, like the whole masculine thing. She was talking about like, yeah, it takes like I hate women say it takes a real man to bring my femininity out of me, the masculine. I'm starting to be a masculine. I was like, that's like saying if I walk up to you, that's like walk up to you wearing makeup and a dress. I'm like, you know what? I be acting feminine most of the time, but just work with me and I'll be masculine after a while. Just work with me and I'll be masculine after a while. Like, no,
and
no,
it's not
no.
like I'm not super feminine, because I am. It's just I have really bad anxiety. So I don't like people talking to me, because I don't know, it weirds me out. But the one time I did go out and I was super nice and had a smile on my face, I got approached by like 5 different people, and it was weird. I was like,
There you go. There you go. I'll tell you all you
I
gotta
was
do.
like,
That's
I
what
don't
men
like this.
want. That's
I
what men want. Modern women feel like that. Like, bro, we just want friendly, good looking. Men are really simple about what they want in women. A lot of women can't even like do those things. Like, bro, we just want a lady. We just want a woman to be a lady. We don't want to be friendly. hopefully be fit, but a lot of men that's honestly like really lenient with the fit. A lot of lenient with the fit part. You see, bigger women have guys like, so we kind of lenient with that. Like, so it's like be friendly, just be agreeable. Like, can we have a conversation and not be all about what you want and don't care about what the man really what I want? Can we meet in the middle somewhere? Can we meet in the middle? Please don't be a hoe. Don't be a
like,
hoe.
no,
Like,
because as soon as
don't let me know like 5 different dudes that fuck you. Like 5 different dudes that fuck you. Like that. It's like it really not that hard, man. Like, bro,
it
honestly,
really,
women want
but
way
I've
more out of
had,
men than we want out of women. Way more.
right. No,
Woo.
but I've had people approach me when I've looked like I want to murder people, and I'll. It's not that I don't want to be friendly. I just don't know how to look like that without trying super hard. Like it. I'm not saying that I'm not super feminine, but to keep a smile on my face most of the time when like my anxiety is tripping when I'm out in public anyway, because I feel like because I'm here with my female friend, I'm already on edge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my head is always on a swivel because I don't know what's gonna happen at any point in time. So, like, I'm constantly looking like, don't fuck with me because I don't want you to fuck with me because I don't know what type of timing you on. Like, I don't know what you could do to me. Like, I don't know if I say no to you asking for my number, are you gonna hit me? Like, I don't know. So, like, I don't, and that goes back to like women not feeling safe. You know what I'm saying? Enough to like be like that because I feel like I have to be on guard at all times because I don't know what's gonna happen, especially when I'm out in public and it's just me and my homegirl, and you know what I'm saying, we drinking because I can't get too drunk, like because I don't like to be super drunk like that out in public anyway because I like to be aware and know my surroundings and be able to maneuver correctly. But I also like I don't want to be too friendly because niggas will try to follow you or want to do stuff to you when you get to the like it'd be too much. It'd be too
It's a
much.
balance. It's a balance. I'm saying you got like cheese and stuff all the time. It's just like no, just don't
Like if you
look like you
approach
can be
me,
approachable. Just basically look like you can be approachable.
if you
Like it's
approach
about what
me
you
and start
wearing.
talking to me, I'll probably smile. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
most likely smile. But like me just standing in the club, like yeah, I'm having a good time bopping to the songs, like lip dancing to the music, but I'm not like no, like I'm I'm chilling.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? If you
Just look
approach
like
me, you
basically
approach
you don't
me.
gotta smile all the time. Just look approachable.
No, but
By your demeanor
I
and by
I
what you
don't know how
dress.
to look. I don't know how to look just genuinely approachable. It's either I have to try super hard to smile all the time, or I look like I want to murder everybody. Like there's no in between. My
I
face.
would say you ever like you one of the girls that like walk around with an earbud in the ear all the time. It's like just try that, put on some music that you like, kind of like groove to it a little bit while you walking like that. That
Yeah,
kind of
but
help
I
a
can
little
be
bit.
listening to my favorite song and still look like I want to murder people.
Oh
Like
Lord, Jesus Christ! Oh my
But
God!
if you talk,
Oh my.
but like, I remember I was sitting in the bar one time and my friend came up to me and she was like, "Can you not look like you want to murder everybody in here?" And I busted out laughing and we had a cool ass conversation after that. Like, it's just, I can't help my face sometimes. Like, my face just do what my face want to do. And most of the time it just goes straight to murdering people. That's just my face. And I be trying, like even now, like when I'm talking to you, like you see I'm animated or whatever, but as soon as I stop talking, it just, if you could see my face, it would go back to
Yeah, just like yeah.
like
Nah,
you
it's
just
all
have
good.
to be able to engage me. I'm not saying that I'm not engageable. You have to just look past the stern look on my face because I have to be on guard right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't. I have to be. I have to watch my cousin. She drunk. I have to make sure she don't sneak off somewhere. Like I gotta. I'm being hyper vigilant right now, sir.
Right. Are you one of those females that like wear bonnet pajamas out everywhere? Or you like actually put on some clothes when put on like an outfit when you go out. And I ain't talking about like you going out to the club every time you go out the house, but like jeans or
I mean,
something.
it honestly depends. Like I tend to put on clothes for the most part, but sometimes I've gotten distracted and went out in my like my cousin had came over to my house, and it was like 2 in the morning, and I put my robe on because I thought we was just gonna sit in her car. We ended up going to the gas station, and I walked in the gas station with my robe on. It was an accident, you know what I'm saying? But like, now that we here, I got to get something out the store. So I just don't judge. I don't judge anybody who does, because I don't know what your situation is. Um, but I mean, there's a time in a there is certain etiquette for certain places. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a dress code, abide by the dress code. If you
That's kind of how I am. Like me personally, like I really ask that because I hear women say that like go out in abundance and PJs and stuff like that, or hair over their head and stuff like that, like on a regular basis. Like they say, I think they have the notion that like it's not a big deal to some men, which I know like for a fact it is. Me personally, like it's not as a big deal to me, because me personally, I can look past what you got on, like to
to
see your
see what
true
I could
beauty.
turn
I can
into.
look, I
Like,
can look
you
past
know,
that.
like you see me looking busted right now, but you know what I can turn into if I decide to put some clothes on. Like, I've gotten hit on way more being looking busted at the gas station than I ever have being all the way put together.
True. Like, I can look past it. Like I'm not saying it's not a factor at all, but it's not like one of the biggest factors to me. It's not like
Like,
I see a woman bunny pajama, like, oh, she got to be busted or something. Like I can look past it for the most part. As long as you like you ain't looking too crazy. Now you at a gas station, your hair sticking all over your head and shit. It's like, okay, now all right, goddamn,
nah, like I
all right,
try to
now
brush it
got
down.
like
Like, I
goddamn,
throw
but you
my
bunny,
favorite
yeah,
thing.
you
My
look good,
favorite
you look
thing
good.
is to throw a hat on, because I'm gonna throw a hat on. You ain't about to see what this wig look like right now. Right now, it looks great. If I take this hat off, you don't know,
I feel
but
that.
you see the potential. You see the potential.
Right, right. Me personally, it'd be more of an issue if I like after like the third or fourth. If I see you like the first 3 or 4 times, like, every time you got a bunny and some PJs on, like okay, now like goddamn, you put on some clothes at all, you just walk out like this, goddamn, but first time I ain't tripping too much. I'm like maybe I'll give you benefit of the doubt basically. I'm like yeah, I just tolerate it sometimes, some shit. Tolerate it all, some shit. But I know for a lot of guys though, that shit do matter though. Like they get turned off by it though. So, but I mean, personally, I'm a little bit more lenient. It's some things I lean in. I feel like it's some things I'm leaning on that a lot of guys are not. Not like I'm me personally. I know one week we're gonna talk about this body count shit. We're gonna
Oh
talk
my
about that.
god.
We're gonna talk about that one week because I know me personally. I was talking about that shit earlier. I was like, man, I'm a lot. People think I'm harsh when I say when I think about women in their body count. I was like, bro, I swear, bro, I like, bro, this is little dudes I know are way harsher than me, bro. Way harsher than me. It's like me personally, like I have come. I'm like one of the guys that kind of accepted that everybody just fuck more today than they used to be. So I'm like I accept the fact that like I know a lot of guys like bro they look at girls that got any more than like 5 body as hoes, like 5 like, and I just know me personally that shit is unrealistic today. That shit is it'd be nice to have a girl with less, but I know I'm not gonna look at a girl crazy for having more than that, just because like it's just what it is today. I just kind of accept that. All I ask is I don't know. My only pet peeve. I can't be knowing niggas that smashed you. I can't be knowing like that's my only pet peeve with that. Like, bro, you got the damn 15, 20 bodies or whatever, but I don't know niggas like that, and I didn't know you before this. Like, I'm just gonna like chop it up to the game pretty much. Like it's whatever. I'm just gonna chop it up to the game. It's whatever. It's whatever. But I know a lot of guys make a big deal about that. It's like, bro, I can't have a girl more than I like. I be in the fist of women with that. Like, shit, you ain't gonna never know. Like, what woman gonna really tell you they body count? Honestly, kind of
For
weird to
real.
ask. Kind of weird to
For
ask.
real.
Most women they gonna get defensive or they gonna lie about it. So it ain't no point even asking. No point
Because
even.
there is not a number that's okay. There is never a number that's okay.
Really not. Really.
She gonna lose every time. So why even set her up for failure like that?
See, I laugh at dudes that say they want a girl that's a virgin. I'm like, shit, me. No, I don't. Shit,
Hmm.
me. No, I don't. That the girls a virgin, they get crazy over the first dick they get. I want no girl to get that crazy over me. Yeah. Then girls a virgin, they tend to want to wait to marriage and shit. I know that's out of question for me. I'm not about to wait to marriage to have sex. That's ludicrous to me. That is ludicrous. Now, how the hell? couldn't fathom dudes that actually agree to that. Actually agree to that. I know it's like the Christian thing to do and stuff like that, but I can't even fathom that. Like, what happened? You spent all that time with that woman, then you get married, and her shit trash. Then you just stuck with her. That's like a literally a fear of mine. That is like a fear. Like I can't even. Nah, I can't even do it. I gotta know like early on what I'm getting into because I'm not about to waste my time and your shit trash. I don't know. So
And
I need to know within like first couple dates. Like I ain't saying the first date, but I don't do that damn that 90-day shit and all that shit. You I up to my ex tried to do that shit to me. She's like, no, I'll go make especially even worse than my ex because I knew her before we dated. So I knew about her sex past and all that shit. I accepted that. You know, I accepted her whole phase and all that shit. And I swear to God, as soon as she tried to do me that shit, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, girl, I'll leave you. I'm not even about to play that shit. I'm not even about to play that. Like you can't even say I know y'all your set pad. I know about it. I don't care. I like no. I hate when girls do that. We gonna talk about that one week too, because I know it's a thing. I
that
understand
is
when
so
girls like
funny.
to mature. I understand. I understand girls like don't like mature, don't do the same wild shit they did when they were younger. But I lived through that shit. That's one of the problems I had with my ex. She tried to do that shit to me. I know I'm like you. I'm you young. You was like fucking in the park. You got them sweetheart circle, all this shit. And then you get with me, and then you get boring. Oh, I'm mature now. I want to try something different now. What the fuck they have I like you in the first place? You want to get with me and stop. You want to get with me and stop. Like, no. No, that's why it's my pet peeve. Like, bro, it sounds crazy, bro. If a girl, if I'm dating a girl, as soon as she say I'm the first good dude she had, no, I'm not going no further. No, I would rather deal with a girl that had a good dude before, that had a good dude before. I don't want to be the first good dude in her life. Well, I swear that's like trap for to like sucks. That shit sucks. That shit sucks, bro. Like, cause she started all the while, especially if you knew her before that, you were friends before, you knew the shit she was type of topic she was on, and then she get with you and she just like stop, or she like slow it down, like no, I don't want to do that no more. Like, you supposed to want to do it more. You supposed to want to do it more. You supposed to love me. You supposed to want to. If I was just a good dude, you supposed to want to do it more. You
See,
supposed to be more
okay,
comfortable going wild
okay.
more.
So my thing is with that though, is like I can understand withholding it for a certain extent, like for a period of time, only because like if we I'm gonna just speak from my experience. I know what I got, right? Like I know what I got. 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 And I know what happens after I have sex with somebody. So I like to wait because I know how people that tend to act afterwards. So I'm like, I need to make sure that you really here for what you here for because I know it's gonna start a relationship. So I need to know that you really here and you not just here because of what I got.
I ain't gonna lie, see that. I respect that, but see, that's where I don't care what no man says. I don't give a shit. No man. One of the top priorities with they women for sex. I don't give a shit. No man. Men can lie and say, "Oh, it's the companionship and all this stuff. And all that stuff important after the sex. After the sex. Oh, you wanted to test that theory? I tell every woman out here that got a boyfriend, every woman out here that got a man. Go tell your man, hey, babe, I'm not having. We gonna stop sex for the next 6 months and see what happens. See what see what happens.
No,
See
but
what happens like cheating
if
galore.
y'all
Cheating
already
galore.
having sex, if y'all already having sex, that's one thing. But I feel like if we haven't even had sex yet, and I'm like, I don't want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that what we doing is what we doing, and I don't want sex to cloud the judgment because I know what sex can do. I know what it can do. I know what it can do. I know what it can do. It has gotten me into more problems than I can count. Okay, because I like people be like, you gotta hold back. I don't know how to hold back. Like I'm giving you everything that I got, and
I hold back all
that
the
causes
time.
problems.
Oh, I
It
go
causes
like
problems.
begin a relationship, begin a like sexual adventures with a girl. I go like probably like 60%. Like I don't even go 100% because that
See,
shit's
no,
dangerous trying to go
I'm coming with
100%.
100. I'm coming with
I'm not.
100% every time.
I've
Like
seen what happens when
every
it
time.
happens. I,
I come with
I'm really living like
100%
that.
every time.
I'm really living
So
like that.
like,
I can't even do it because I've seen what happens when you do. What happens when you like, but no, like
and
it's a
see
thing. Men just
that's
sexual,
what
man.
I'm
I just
saying.
like How long would you make a man wait then? 'Cause that's what I need to know. Cause I got a limit how long I would wait. A limit. I got a limit how long I would wait. But I hear women
I
say,
don't think
months, 2 months.
I can't say that it's a I can't say that it's a time frame. I can only say that I'll know, like, if we are connecting, you showing me, I'm showing you, we both in this, you know what I'm saying, and sex progresses naturally. I'm just saying it should like, I don't want to feel like sex is forced. Like, in the first couple days after we texting or we getting to know each other, sex is being brought up. Like, that's weird to me. It's weird to me. Like, why can't sex just happen naturally? Like, why can't it just be a thing that happens when we vibe and connect on that level? Like, why? Like, because it's so
I
much
agree.
better when it happens that way.
That is true. It,
Like,
it,
I'm
it is
feeling
better
you.
when first of all, it is better when it happens naturally. That's why I like the best woman for me is the woman that we on the same type of timing. We on the same like we already
Like,
you can tell we already start thinking it around the same time, whether it's a couple days, a week, or whatever. Like we
we
already
don't have
start
to
thinking about
we
the same
don't have
time.
to
Like I
talk
love it.
we don't have to talk about it. Like,
Like
we
we
don't have
don't.
to bring it up. I don't want you asking me about what it is that I do. I don't want to ask you about what it is that you do. I just want it to occur when it occurs. And I feel like I
At
hmm
least you at least you
like,
have it naturally. Because some women, I'd rather a woman do that versus like she just having in her head like no matter what happens, I don't care how good this nigga treat me, he not getting it for a certain amount of time. He ain't getting how much like cause that be shit. I had that shit happen to me before. It's like, bro, you get her the perfect night. She's smiling like, oh, this is like the best night I have in a long time. Then she's like, okay, time to go home. And then it's like, I'm like, damn, I thought it was a good night. Damn, I thought it was like,
it probably was a good night. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that you should go, like, men should go into that expecting sex, which is why a lot of women don't date, because I feel like you only taking me on this date so we can have sex. I don't want to happen. And then people be like, it's a transaction. And I'll be like, if you just want to have sex, go spend the money with a prostitute. If
oh,
you
that's
just want to have sex, go spend the money with the prostitute. Why is you taking me on a date just to have sex, bro? Like, go take this $40 and go
I ain't
go
gonna
just
say
spend
sex
that
and
20 minutes
It
with a
just
bitch.
it's just one of those things with men. It's like, bro, it's like after a while, it's like, god damn. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. After like, it don't. I think I don't look at really the time for it. I think it's the amount of dates we've been on. If I took you like 5, 6 days and we still ain't doing something, I'm like, all right, bro. Okay, now, god damn. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, god damn. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, bro, it's like, nah, bro. 'Cause I know. I heard stories like one girl like, nah, you gotta take me on like 10 dates and it's got to be like this long. I was like, oh hell, no. I like 10 dates. Like, say you spend like minimum date, you gonna spend minimum $100, minimum $100, like minimum. Like, god damn, that man spent a fucking band just, that man did it. Like, bro, I would say like with dates, bro. I
Just
feel
the
like
fuck.
why dates are fun. So I feel like women enjoy dates more than men. 'Cause I think for me, if they had it the way they want, it's like shit. Dates could be like really simple to me. Women don't want to
Y'all
be wanting that.
literally, y'all
Yeah.
literally could. This is why sex workers exist, because y'all literally could just pay a woman to have sex with y'all, which is what y'all are doing.
I have never done that, but I would say I used to be the one that like really, really judged men for doing that. But it wasn't until like the last year or so, like, bro, I don't even blame. Honestly, like men that say they do that shit, I don't even blame them for doing that shit. Just because, like, I agree with you on
Why
that. Because
go
I
through
never
the
done it
stress?
myself. It's like shit. You gonna spend the money either directly or indirectly. Directly, or indirectly. So if you
Directly or
value your time, you might well
indirectly.
just go. You might well just go pay a little money, so pay for that
Little
that what it called
$40 and get.
QV or half an hour, whatever, hour, all that shit. Like you might as well go ahead and pay the money and just go do that shit. Do that shit and save your time. And save your time. Like I never been down that route, but I definitely don't blame no men that actually do that shit. It's like that's what type of time you on shit. Why waste your time with dates and shit? Just like that, like that's what type of time you on. You ain't trying to really be serious like that. So I agree with I can understand. I agree with that part. So thank you froze. She froze. All right. Well, guys, like we about ready to wrap it up anyway. It's been about almost 2.5. It's been a good topic tonight. We're supposed to have more people on, but I don't know what happened. But it's all good though. We had a good topic tonight. We had a good topic. Man, give it up. All my guests that came on today. It was a good show. It was a good show. I'm happy to have everyone back. And hopefully I have another episode next week. I'm not sure what the topic is gonna be yet, but as soon as I figure it out, I will post it. And we're gonna get it done. Out.